Today's class is entitled Edom's Achilles heel. Let's look at the thumbnail real quick.
Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms. And it shall stand forever. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah! All praises. Shout out to the Booster Club. I mean, not Booster Club, but thank you too. Shout out to the ad department. All praise to the Most High. Let's open up with Jeremiah 23. And who's reading for me?
Captain Yuri, sir.
Captain Yuri. Let's begin.
Which verse, sir?
Verse 1.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1.
Come on!
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord.
So these pastors are wicked as hell out here. These pastors are about nothing but money. They are for the support of wickedness. They support the fake Israelis. They support the falsehood called democracy. Now the question is, who are the sheep of God's pasture? Let's go to Matthew 15:24. We're going to come back here, Captain Yuri.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24.
Come on!
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So the sheep is the house of Israel. The sheep are not all nations on the planet. The sheep is not the white man. The sheep is not the Arab man. The sheep is not the Chinese man. The only sheep are the 12 tribes of Israel, which we have identified. Pretty much. Let's go back to Jeremiah 23. So when you hear pastors talk about God is gathering his sheep, and they're talking about Baptists and Catholics and Episcopalians and Anglicans, nah, brother, they got it all wrong, sister, all wrong. Back to Jeremiah 23 and verse 1, please.
Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
Because these pastors have destroyed and scattered the sheep, which are the house, which is the house of Israel.
That's right, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people.
Against the pastors that feed my people. And what are they supposed to be feeding them with? Read, we're going to find out.
Ye have scattered my flock.
Ye have scattered my flock.
And driven them away.
And driven them away. How so? With sins. With their sins. You have all these pastors. Some pastors are Baptists. They take a group of our people. Some pastors are African AME. What was it? African Methodist Episcopalian, whatever that crap is. They take another group. And then you got groups of blacks that are Catholic pastors. They take a group. So these are ways that they scatter God's flock. Read verse 2 again.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock.
They've scattered the flock.
And driven them away.
And driven them away from the knowledge of the one true God. That's what it means, driven them away. Driven them away from God, from the Most High. Go ahead.
and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings,
See the evil of your doing. Go ahead.
saith the Lord.
Come on.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries.
Where's the flock of God?
Out of all countries.
So the flock of God has been scattered in all countries. How so? From the time of slavery, starting back from the time of the Assyrians, Babylonians, Persian Medes, Greeks, Romans, Spain, France, England, and now America. Go ahead.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them,
Because God drove them there. Go ahead.
and will bring them again to their folds.
And bring them again to their tribes. Their folds is their tribes. Go ahead.
And they shall be fruitful and increase.
We shall be fruitful and increase. Come on.
And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them.
Which shall feed them. Hold that. Jeremiah 3:15. We're coming right back here. Which shall feed them. Feed them what? Grits and honey? No. Pork chops and chitlins? No. This is what we're going to feed them with. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and
See,
understanding.
knowledge and understanding. Knowledge and understanding of what? Malachi 2:7. Feed them.
Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7.
So we know, so we're going to feed them with knowledge and understanding. But now it's going to break it down. Go ahead.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge,
Should keep, there's that word knowledge again. Go ahead.
and they should seek the law at his mouth.
So God's knowledge is his law. God's knowledge is his laws. Go back to Jeremiah 23.
Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 3. Come on. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds.
Bring them again to their tribes.
And they shall be fruitful and increase.
Come on.
And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them.
Feed them with knowledge. Feed them with God's laws. Go ahead.
And they shall fear no more,
You shall fear no more.
nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord.
We won't be lacking anything. Read on.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
That righteous branch of David is Christ, whom the world calls Jesus the Christ, the anointed. Go ahead.
And a king shall reign and prosper,
Christ is our king. He shall reign and prosper.
and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
And Christ will execute judgment and justice in the earth. This is how you know the white man don't want Christ to come back. Because the white man has never seen or expedited justice. He's never executed justice in his life. Because if he did, he'd have to start with himself first. Bring up justice on himself. He don't want that to happen. We as a people, we've never seen justice. We might say we want justice, but no, not at all. Our people in these churches, they don't want justice. We coming back, Revelation 13, 9 and 10. Let's see what justice is for the so-called white man, who had a big part in our enslavement and destruction. What is justice for them? Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity
The white man led us in captivity.
shall go into captivity.
Shall go into captivity.
He that killeth with the sword
They killed us with the sword. Millions upon millions of us. Go ahead.
must be killed with the sword.
Must be killed with the sword. What did Christ say? Continue.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
That is the patience and faith of the saints. When you tell our people in these false folds they call congregations of Baptists and Mormons, Episcopalians, you say, do you want justice for what's happening in this earth? They go, yeah. Then when you read Revelation 13 and 10, they go, no. We don't want that. We don't want that Jesus justice. Nobody wants Jesus justice. They want that soft-spoken, give the white man a pass. You and me could get judged. That's fine. But not that white man. And even when you bring out things like the prophet Daniel, Mishael, Azariah, what's the other one's name? What is it? Hananiah. They all went into slavery. Ezekiel went into slavery. And they were righteous. So if the righteous men of Israel, Mordecai, Esther, they was in slavery, captivity. But when you say the righteous went into slavery, because I say that because they say, but dear, you know there's some good white folks. Well, guess what? Even the ones you think are good are going to slavery. Did not our righteous ancestors go into slavery? Yes! And they were righteous. Now you got this white man. They always want to give that white man a pass. We want that. We don't want that Jesus justice. Read that again, verse 5.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
Christ will execute judgment and justice in all the earth. You know what them Arabs going to get it too. They stole all of North Africa, raped, robbed, and pillaged. They're going to get justice. We don't.
In his days, Judah shall be saved.
It doesn't say everybody on the planet is going to be saved, huh?
Judah shall be saved.
Does it say the Baptist religion is going to be saved?
Judah shall be saved.
What about the Catholics?
Judah shall be saved.
So the Bible says in his days, the days of Christ, Judah shall be saved. Go ahead.
And Israel shall dwell safely.
Why does it say Judah and Israel separately? Because we were split into two kingdoms, the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel, southern kingdom and northern kingdom. Read on.
And this is his name, whereby he shall be called.
What are we going to call him?
The Lord our righteousness.
The Lord our righteousness. Come on.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
We ain't going to talk about, there's going to come a day when Christ returns. We're not going to talk about what God did for us when we were in Egypt, how he delivered us with a mighty hand out of Egypt. We ain't going to talk about that no more. Go ahead.
But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
That's North America. The north country is North America. Go ahead.
And from all countries.
And from all countries.
Whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land.
And we shall dwell in our own land. We don't even know what our own land is. What's our own land? You'll get different. Jamaica, Haiti, Puerto Rico. No! Our own land is Jerusalem. That land that they're fighting over right now. Come on, read.
Mine heart within me is broken. Because of the prophets, all my bones shake.
So he's saying, mine heart within me is broken because of the prophets. Which prophets? Those pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of God's pasture, which goes back to verse 1 through 4. Go ahead.
All my bones shake.
All my bones shake. Go ahead.
I am like a drunken man.
So Jeremiah said, I'm like a drunken man. Go ahead.
And like a man whom wine hath overcome, because of the Lord and because of the words of his holiness.
And because of the words of his holiness. So he got drunk with reading the destruction and tribulation that would happen to us, but also deliverance. He said, because of this, I'm like a drunken man. Go ahead.
For the land is full of adulterers.
Now the land is talking about our land. It says our land, which will fill with these pastors, is full of adulterers. Go ahead.
For because of swearing, the land mourneth.
Because of false swearing. That's the kind it's doing. The land mourns. Go ahead.
The pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up.
And our pleasant places are dried up. That's why it looks like a desert over there. Go ahead.
And their course is evil.
And the course of our people is evil.
And their force is not right.
And our force is not right. Go ahead.
For both prophet and priest are profane.
See that? Both the prophets and the priests are profane. Can we look up that word profane, IT? Profane. You can get Bible definition. Let's see what this says, though. Read that.
Profane. Relating or devoted to that which is not sacred or biblical. Secular rather than religious.
Okay. Give me Bible definition. Just type in profane Bible definition. Right there, profane meaning in the Bible. Read that.
In the Bible, profane refers to treating sacred things with irreverence, contempt, or treating what is holy as common or unclean.
Our people treat what is holy as common or unclean, like it's nothing. Go ahead.
It means defiling.
It means defiling.
Or polluting God's name.
Polluting God's name. Go ahead.
Sabbath or sanctuary.
That's all. Go back. Chapter 23, verse
11.
Yes.
For both prophet and priest are profane.
They treat everything as common and unclean. Go ahead.
Yea, in my house have I found their wickedness.
God said, in my house, in the temple, I found their wickedness. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Come on.
Wherefore, their way shall be unto them as slippery ways in the darkness.
So we would slip and slide in darkness. Go ahead. We would have no sure foundation. Go ahead.
They shall be driven on and fall therein. For I will bring evil upon
So
them.
God prophesied through Jeremiah he would bring evil on the 12 tribes of Israel because of these wicked pastors. Go ahead.
Even the year of their visitation, saith the Lord.
Come on.
And I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria.
He said, even amongst the northern kingdom, the Latino tribes, he said, look at them. I've seen folly. I've seen great sin in them. Go ahead.
They prophesied in Baal.
They prophesied in Baal or pronounced Baal. Go ahead.
And caused my people Israel to err.
Read.
I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing.
Like what?
They commit adultery.
So these prophets, these pastors commit adultery
and walk in lies.
The whole church system of Christianity is lies. They walk in lies. Jesus was born December 25th. In fact, my brother Jesus is a white man. His mother Mary never had sex with Joseph. In fact, she's the ever virgin. She never had kids. All that is lies. Read that again.
They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers.
They strengthen the hands of evildoers. The white man can do no wrong. They strengthen the white man's hand. Correct?
That none doeth return from his wickedness. They are all of them unto me as Sodom.
So all of Christianity, all these lying pastors, God said they as unto him as Sodom. Sodom, go ahead.
And the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah.
And they're like Gomorrah. Give me Micah 3:11. No, Jeremiah 6:13 first.
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 13. For from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness.
Everyone is given to covetousness. So we all got to be mindful of that covetous spirit. And especially amongst the prophets, the pastors, the shepherds. Go ahead.
And from the prophet, even unto the priest, everyone dealeth falsely.
All these pastors deal falsely, God says. Micah 3:11.
Micah chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
So the heads of our people, the leaders, judge for reward. Payback. They want money. Go ahead.
And the priests thereof teach for hire.
And they only teach you for hire. That's how they get their theology degrees, by the way. Go ahead.
And the prophets thereof divine for money.
They only divine. They give you a word of knowledge for money. You got to pay them. Go ahead.
Yet will they lean upon the Lord.
And say what?
And say, is not the Lord among us?
Why? Why they say that? Because of all the money they accumulated. Go ahead.
None evil can come upon us.
None evil can come upon them. So these pastors, these shepherds are evil men. And now you got to add in evil women. Because now you have women being pastors, which was something unheard of. Only time you hear about women being pastors was when they was worshiping false gods. Like Diana. They had women pastors all in that. When they said, great is Diana of the Ephesians. That's why Paul, when they was repenting, he had to tell those same women, shut the hell up in the church. Why? Because I just came from worshiping Diana. And under Diana, we are the mouthpiece. We the one that do the talking. Paul said, let your women keep silence in the churches. He said that because they were worshiping, they came from worshiping Diana. Read on.
Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field.
So Zion, our country, was plowed as a field. Go ahead.
And Jerusalem shall become heaps.
It's become heaps.
In the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest.
Give me Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Zechariah.
Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
So the possessors who slay us is this white man. He's the one that possesses us. I know you ain't got no chains on your neck, so you think you're free. No, you're not free. Let's see another picture. Who possesses, read it again.
Whose possessors slay them.
They slay us.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And they hold themselves not guilty. Many of these cases, they went not guilty. The white man that killed our brothers and sisters were found not guilty. I won't say all of them, but a large majority of them. Go ahead.
And they that sell them
and
say,
they that sell us, that's the white man that sold us.
Say, blessed be the Lord.
They say, blessed be the Lord. Remember, they took the covenant of God in their mouth. They say they're Christians and Jews. Go ahead.
For I am rich.
They say, I'm rich. Through the selling of these blacks and Latinos, I've become rich. But watch this.
and their own shepherds pity them not.
Our own leaders, our own pastors out here pity us not. They don't give a daggone. So these pastors are evil. And you got black people in the church that say they stand for righteousness. That's a lie. They stand for holiness. Another lie. They stand for the word of God. Lie. Watch this. I'm going to give evidence. Play this video. This is the white man speaking. Your God.
Let me talk to him for a second. Listen, I declare this will be the year of overflow in your life. That everything God has promised will come to pass.
Now you got to pay attention. This is that foolishness. No, keep playing. Y'all gonna learn today. That's what's that? Michael Todd. That's foolishness. It's a rap concert. That ain't church. But that's what black people want. Jump up and down, screaming and shout.
About 90
Watch,
to
listen.
95% of the black church in America is objectively, by the standards of Scripture, heretical.
Heretical.
It doesn't even constitute a true church.
It don't
They're
even
teaching
constitute a
things
true church.
that are absolutely in direct opposition to the Christian faith. If you listen to the message and you believe what they're saying, you will go to hell.
Damn.
I love black people. I want them to know Christ. And currently there are not enough black men in America, Christian men, who know enough theology to be able to be qualified to pastor black churches. The black church in America needs to be split up. It needs to go and find a good, God-fearing white church with biblically qualified men so that they can hear the real gospel of Jesus Christ and come to saving faith in Him.
Now, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? You got to come back to the white man.
Brothers, stop talking, man. Stop. We wind that tape a little bit, the last part. But a lot of us did not hear the last part because Brothers was talking. Play it again.
Enough theology to be able to be qualified to pastor black churches. The black church in America needs to be split up. It needs to go and find a good, God-fearing white church with biblically qualified men so that they can hear the real gospel of Jesus Christ and come to saving faith in Him.
So that's the white man's solution. And guess what? Black apologetics agree with him. That's why when you go on TikTok, Instagram, they always teach in support of this white man. And notice, none of them do any videos against this type of rhetoric. Not near one of them. So if the black church stood for the truth in the Bible, number one, you know who the true church is. Get him at next 7. There you go. And start at 37.
The book of Acts, chapter 7, and verse 37.
What is the church? Good.
This is that Moses, which said unto the children of Israel, a prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you of your brethren like unto me. Him shall ye hear.
Now watch this.
This is he that was in the church in the wilderness.
So the church in the wilderness was the 12 tribes of Israel. It wasn't the Baptist church. There was no Catholic church, Protestant church. The church in the wilderness with Moses was the 12 tribes of Israel. Everybody understand that? That's when the Bible uses the word church, it's talking about the assembly of the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
Which was in the church in the wilderness with the angel which spake to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers who received the lively oracles to give unto us.
So if the black church stood for the truth in the Bible, if they stood for righteousness, if they organized and called for justice, you know what would have been happening if they did that? The FBI would have been on AZZ. The FBI would have harassed them and shut them down like they've done to all other black political or revolutionary groups that stood up for black and brown people. Also, you would have groups against them like the Anti-Defamation League, the Southern Poverty Law Center, Canary Mission, all those fringe groups of white supremacy, the arm of white supremacy, would have been on the black church. But the black church stands for nothing except feed me. Feed me. And they would have done a slander campaign against the church. Let's go to Psalm 73. All they care about is money. For the love of money. That's all they care about. Money, money, money. So now, Psalm 73, let's start at verse 1.
Psalm chapter 73 and verse 1. Truly, God is good to Israel.
Who is he good to?
To Israel.
That's the 12 tribes of Israel. Come on.
Even to such as are of a clean heart.
Those that walk in righteousness. That's what it means, a clean heart. You're doing what the Bible says, the commandments. Go ahead.
But as for me, my feet were almost gone.
Mm-hmm.
My steps had well nigh slipped.
That's what we read in Jeremiah 23 about the pastors are slipping in their foolishness. Go ahead.
For I was envious at the foolish.
See that? The Asaph, the prophet Asaph, that's who it is, says, I was envious at the foolishness. Go ahead.
When I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Some of us in here get envious when we see the prosperity of the wicked. Get that in Job 9:24? The wicked. The wicked.
Job chapter 9 verse 24. Come on. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
If you don't know who the wicked is, it's telling you the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Through a process of elimination, you know it ain't the black man and Latin man. We're not ruling nothing. We can't even rule our own homes, our own houses. Let's talk about the white man. He rules supreme on this planet. You want anything done in your country, whatever, you got to go through that white man. Go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
So the white man is the one that covers the faces of the judges. The judges, you have God, Christ, angels, Israelites. It's the white man that covers the faces of the judges. Yes. Zoom in at the top. Look top left. You got black Mary, black Christ. Christ grows up and somehow, that baby right there grows up somehow and go over. Shazam, he becomes a white man. And nobody sees nothing wrong with that. Nobody sees nothing wrong with that. Malachi 1 and 4. Read 3 and 4.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 3. Come on. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
That's the dark ages. He made Esau poverty-stricken during the dark ages. Go ahead.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished.
We are impoverished.
But we will return.
But we will return. That's the Renaissance era. They returned during the time called Renaissance. And that's where they enslaved us. That's a slave on the right. Those are Christian. All them blacks there are Christian slaves. So this is when they returned during the Renaissance and made us, they conquered us and made us their slaves. Read that again, Yuri.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return.
We will return. That's Renaissance. Go ahead.
And build the desolate places.
And we will build the desolate places. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
So God said, I'm going to give you a chance to build. You have built up America. You built up England. You built up France, Germany, so forth and so on. Australia. All those places you robbed and pillaged. But you built it up. Go ahead.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
So Esau, Edom is the border of wickedness. Go ahead.
And the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Indignation means righteous anger forever. So it identifies who the wicked is. It's Esau, Edom. Go back. Psalm 73.
Psalms chapter 73 and verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
You see Esau prospering wherever he goes. It's like whatever he touches turns to gold. That's what it seems like. Read on.
For there are no bands in their death.
There's no sufferings in their death. That bands right there means sufferings. There are no bands, meaning sufferings in their death. Go ahead.
But their strength is firm.
And you got to ask yourself, I wonder why. He does all this evil on the planet, but he don't have problems like the rest of us. You got to realize this. They grow old because a lot of times they're living off stolen organs. They don't just steal lands. They steal organs. They don't just steal people. They steal organs. Oh, he got a good liver. I want that liver. And that nigga put down that he's what's that on your? Organ donor. He put down his driver's license. He's that damn dumb. People that got that on the license, when you go in there for a ear infection, you come out dead. And how'd that happen?
Damn.
He had a cold. Now he's dead. Yeah. It's because of your license. Organ donor, you want to be so Christian. Now you dead. You get what you deserve.
Chances are, for certain, that's probably what happened, most likely what happened to Kendrick Johnson. Remember, they found his body and his organs was missing.
Yep.
You don't know if Esau got those.
That's right.
Because the man was healthy.
That's right. Put up that 50 Cent cover. Put it on the screen. Read that, Yuri.
Music from and inspired by Get Rich or Die Trying. The motion picture.
So you know how so many Negroes and Latinos believe that? They saw this movie and they believe in getting rich or die trying to get rich. Read verse 4 again. Verse 3.
For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Go ahead.
For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm.
Give me the next one with SpaceX at the top. How much money Esau makes? Read that, Yuri.
SpaceX, Elon Musk, $205.4 billion. Amazon, Jeff Bezos, $203.2 billion. LVMH, Bernard Arnault and family, $200 billion. Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, $176.5 billion. Oracle, Larry Ellison, $153.7 billion. Google, Larry Page, $145.1 billion. Google, Sergey Brin, $139 billion. Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated, Warren Buffett, $134 billion. Microsoft, Bill Gates, $131 billion. Microsoft, Steve Ballmer, $126.5 billion.
So those are the top 10 billionaires in the world. And people see this and they get envious. I'm talking about our people. We see this and we get envious. Read on.
Verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men.
These Edomites that are rich and wealthy, they're not in trouble like other men. Go ahead.
Neither are they plagued like other men.
They're not plagued like other men. Go ahead.
Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covers.
That's why they're so prideful. They got so much wealth, pride covers them like a chain. Go ahead.
Violence covereth them as a garment.
Because a lot of them have monies, they got old slave money, but they invest into war companies, weaponry, things of that nature, military stuff. Okay, that's why it says, read that verse again, verse 6.
Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment.
Put up the one with all the people that they killed. Come on, IT, thank you. Make it larger. So this is just an example of a few of our people who they have slaughtered and could care less. Could care less. Christians don't talk about it, but we talk about it. Our Christians, black Christians, Latin, they could care less about these people. Was that all? Raise it up. I want to see all the way down to the bottom. Okay, that was it? Okay. So now read that again, Captain Yuri.
Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment.
Violence covers this white man like a garment. Give me that in Psalms 140:1.
Psalms chapter 140 and verse 1. Come on. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man.
So deliver me from the evil man, David says. Go ahead.
Preserve me from the violent man.
Preserve me from the violent man. It's about the white man. Preserve us from him. Go ahead.
Which imagine mischiefs in their heart.
They imagine evil things in their mind.
Continually are they gathered together for war.
If there is no war, guess what? You bet your last dollar the white man will start a war. He can never let there be peace on earth, goodwill toward men. He in his nature, the way God made him, he's a violent man. Read.
They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Say lie.
So when it says they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, that's their mouth, the things they say, which goes into their philosophies, their religions. You know what? Politics is their religion for some of them. Politics is their religion. They believe in that. They say, in God we trust. That is my politics. Read that again, Yuri.
They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Say lie.
Say lie means it is true. So it said adder's poison is under anything that come out their mouth, whether it's religion or politics, it's poison. Because it's the worst kind of poison. If you take hold on it, You will die. You will die. Read.
Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man.
So this wicked man, this violent man is all rolled up in your favorite neighborhood white man. That's him. He's the wicked according to Job 9:24, Malachi 1:4. He's the wicked. Now we're finding out he's the violent man. He wears violence like he wears clothes. Go ahead.
Who have purpose to overthrow my goings.
The Bible is letting you know their purpose is to overthrow our goings. You notice they can't rest if they see one of you driving a nice car, got a very nice home. How'd he get that? He got to be selling drugs. How are they able to do that? They got to be doing something illegal. Read that again, Yuri.
Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings.
That's their purpose on earth, to overthrow the 12 tribes of Israel. In case you didn't know. Read on.
The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside.
Their cords, that net is their traps of religions, their traps of politics. Go ahead.
They have set gins for me. Say lie.
A gin is also still saying a trap. Okay, still saying a trap. Give me that one with Maduro. Read that.
Maduro says he was kidnapped, calls himself prisoner of war, pleading not guilty in NYC
Who
court.
kidnapped him? The violent man, the wicked man. They had new weaponry. They said his entire military got shut down in minutes. They started vomiting, nose started bleeding. They didn't know what hit him. Okay, you always got a Negro right there in the midst.
I'm surprised they let him get that out. I'm surprised they let that statement come out from him, because they usually hide all that information.
Right. Give me the next one. Next. Yep. Read that, Yuri.
United States. The U.S. bombed seven countries in 2025. At the start of his second term in January 2025, Trump pledged to restore peace by ending global conflict.
How's he going to do that? Go ahead.
His administration has since attacked at least 7 countries, with Venezuela being the latest.
So read those countries.
Venezuela, at least 1 land-based strike and dozens at sea. Syria, on December 19th, targeting at least 70 ISIL positions. Iraq, on March 13th, killing a high-profile ISIL member. Iran, on June 22nd, bombing 3 key nuclear sites. Nigeria, on December 25th, against alleged ISIL positions. Yemen, hundreds of air and naval strikes on the Houthis. Somalia, at least 111 strikes against armed groups.
So Donald Trump also has bombed or done something devastating to 7 countries. So this is the violent man. This is the time we are living in. Give me that next one in 2016. We often reference this. Read that.
U.S. bombed Iraq, Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Libya, Yemen, Somalia in 2016.
Now, this was under Obama. Go ahead.
The U.S. dropped 26,171 bombs on 7 countries in 2016, according to an analysis by the Council of Foreign Relations.
Right. Exactly. It should be a hate group. So these people, so this goes into them speaking lawfully. Give me that one on X, the next video. Yeah, that's fine. This is an example of them speaking loftily, like in Psalm 73 and 8, where it said they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They don't give a damn about your slavery. Notice, go back to Psalm 73 and read that again, verse 8.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Concerning oppression, go ahead.
They speak loftily.
So they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. That's why Trump is saying, you know what? F Martin Luther King Jr. We don't want his name on our parks, the federal parks. Don't even give him a day. No, to hell with that. He said, in fact, take all that stuff about slavery, trying to make little white boys and white girls feel bad. Take it out the school system. Just change that. We don't want no critical race theory being taught. In fact, get rid of those DEI. We don't owe them a damn thing. And he said, I'm not apologizing for slavery. He said, we did it, now so what? We stole a country. He said, yeah, we did it, and so what? What are you going to do about it? Oh, you're going to do a video and talk about us? Ooh, we're really scared about that. Play that video.
Quick question, why are we celebrating MLK Day? Do we not realize what kind of person he was? Now you can get mad at me and go, oh, well, racism or whatever, but genuinely, like, MLK as an individual, as a person, was an awful human being. He denied the virgin birth and the resurrection of Christ, which are the two main tenets of Christianity, but that's not even the bad stuff, because you can be not Christian and still be like an okay human being. What he did next was worse. According to this article, which is verified based off of the FBI transcript of the MLK files, he cheated on his wife with 40 different women, impregnating, according to this exact transcript, impregnating one of them. He was also known to host orgies. That's not very Christian. But wait, it gets worse. King was accompanied by a friend, Logan Kearse, the pastor of Baltimore's Cornerstone Baptist Church, who arrived in Washington with what an FBI summary describes as several women parishioners of his church. Kearse invited King to meet the women in his room, where they discussed which women among the parishioners would be suitable for natural and unnatural sex acts. If that wasn't bad enough, when one of the women protested that she didn't approve of what was happening, the Baptist minister immediately and forcibly raped her as King watched. And according to an internal note written by one of the agents, while King was watching, he not only approved by laughing, but offered advice. So this Christian minister denied core tenets of the faith, cheated on his wife with over 40 women and impregnated at least one of them, hosted multiple different sexual degenerate orgies, and then not only watched someone sexually assault another person, but laughed and offered advice. And this is a person who deserves a holiday?
Now, this is an example about how they speak loftily. So now they wait all these years after his death. Now they're going to open up FBI files of what, you know, the FBI doesn't lie. They always tell the truth. Yeah, okay, yeah, believe that. But they said, we got to besmirch Martin Luther King because black people look up to him. We got to make him look sober. And you have black Christians who are joining the song and dance, the pony show, with this rhetoric. Give me the next video from Instagram.
Europeans have always traumatized everyone. Every continent carries the fingerprints of a European trauma event. From Tasmania to Tenochtitlan, from the Congo Basin to Calcutta, from the Arctic Circle to the South China Sea. No latitude, longitude, or life world was spared the psychic detonation of European arrival. And not just physical conquest, but epistemicide, linguicide, memorycide, the systemic erasure of how people knew, healed, taught, aged, and remembered. They didn't just enslave bodies. They enslaved cosmologies. They mapped the sacred into taxable real estate. They wrote treaties in the morning, broke them by lunch, and displayed the broken pieces in museums by sundown. Every flag planted was a severance of kinship. Every mission built was a mausoleum of tongues. Every railway laid across the continent dragged with it a century of grief. This wasn't the trauma of battle. It was the trauma of replacement, of being told your ancestors were primitive, your temples pagan, your science myth, your kinship systems savagery, and then being forced to thank them for the gift of civilization, while your soul rotted under compulsory dress code, Latin grammar, and imported plagues. To this day, trauma echoes in the silence of unmarked graves, in the mistranslated rituals, in the diaspora of children ripped from mother tongues, in the bureaucracies that still operate in imperial languages, and in the minds of those who forgot why their grandparents never told stories. Europeans didn't just traumatize the world. They built entire institutions to ensure that the trauma reproduced itself, across generations, across borders, across school curricula and psychiatric manuals.
So the trauma this white man has caused has multiplied and continued from way back when until now. This is why America doesn't speak against Israel. All the genocide happening over there, say, go forth and conquer, my brother. That's what they do. Now they're just letting the cat out the bag. They want it to be, they want it known, they want it said. Give me Micah. No, I don't want that one. Give me, what verse are you back in Psalm 73?
We just read verse 8.
Read down.
Yes, sir. Psalm chapter 73 and verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore, his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth God know? And there is knowledge in the Most High.
See that part in verse 10. Therefore, his people return hither. and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. They give their people the last drop of it. They don't give you and me nothing. Go ahead.
And they say, how doeth God know?
How does God know what's going on? Go ahead.
And is there knowledge in the Most High?
And if there is a God, does he have knowledge? Really? Go ahead.
Behold, these are the ungodly.
These are the ungodly. These ungodly is these white folks. And now you know you got some Negroes and Latinos that follow right behind them. Go ahead.
Who prosper in the world.
They prosper in this world.
They increase in riches.
They increase in riches. Hey, give me back that 10 billionaires. No. Yeah, that one. Put that on the screen. Just read the names.
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bernard Arnault, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Steve Ballmer, Larry Ellison, Warren Buffett.
You know, I was watching a movie on Mark Zuckerberg, and you know, he actually stole Facebook from these other two college kids that hired him to create it for them. And he realized it was so good, he said, I can't part with it. And he took it. He sold it. Stole it. I mean, he stole it. Give me Mike. Is there a Micah 6? You know, I hate when I scribble stuff down and it don't even be in the Bible. Give me that Micah chapter. Is there a Micah 6 or no? 6 and 11.
Micah chapter 6, verse 11. Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances?
Shall I count them pure with wicked balances? That means unjust judgments. Go ahead.
And with the bag of deceitful weights.
A bag of deceitful weights. Go ahead.
For the rich men thereof are full of violence.
You see what it says? For the rich men thereof are full of violence. These rich people come from old money. Money gotten through rape, robbery, and pillaging of our nations, our peoples. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants thereof has spoken lies.
And the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies. Now their kids justify the evil of their forefathers. There are a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. Okay, they'll say quick to say, it wasn't me. It was my ancestors, but I just like to enjoy what they did. You know. Read what verse you at?
We're in verse 12.
Read it again.
For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies.
They speak lies. The inhabitants thereof are their descendants, their people. They speak lies. They will say anything to justify the evil of their ancestors. Why? Because they benefit from it. Go ahead.
And their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
And their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Go back to Psalms 73 again. What verse you at?
Verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued.
So Asaph said, all the day long have I been plagued. Go ahead.
And chastened every morning.
Watch this.
If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me.
It was too painful for me to even notice. Then watch this.
Until I went into the sanctuary of God, then understood I their end.
That verse 17. So all that envy of the prosperity gotten through ill-gotten means. A lot of times we are envious of people, and you don't know how they got that money. Okay? Sure, it might have been somebody died and left it for them. It might be it. But 9 times out of 10, especially with white folks, it's through some criminality. Okay? Like you had so-called Jews and Italians running a mob back in the day, and some Irish running the mobsters. Okay? That's how the mafia, that's how they got all that money, a lot of them. Okay? And they created the police force, fire department, and gave it to certain ethnic groups. One group, the Italians got this. The Irish got the fire department. Italians had the police. That's what they do. Okay, read on. Read 17 again.
Yes, sir. Until I went into the sanctuary of God, then understood I their end.
Only by reading the Bible, only by reading and understanding the word of God will you understand their end. Because remember what he said earlier in verse 4. Read verse 4.
For there are no bands in their death.
There's no sufferings when they die.
But their strength is firm.
Their strength is firm. Go ahead.
They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men.
They said these elite whites that got all this wealth, all this fortune, they're not like everybody else. Verse 17 again.
Until I went into the sanctuary of God, then understood I their end.
Come on.
Surely thou didst set them in slippery places.
So he understood that God set this white man in slippery place. He put them in a position to fall. Go ahead.
Thou castest them down into destruction.
And they're going to go into destruction. This is what Esau realized. He saw a vision of this thing. Go ahead.
How are they brought into desolation as in a moment?
He said it's going to be like a moment. Within that moment is 1 hour. That's that destruction. Go ahead.
They are utterly consumed with terror.
They are utterly consumed with terrors. Go ahead.
As a dream when one awakens.
He said this is like a dream when one wakes up. Go ahead.
So, O Lord, when thou awakens.
Lord, when you wake up from the slumber and you start to execute judgment on the earth, go ahead.
Thou shalt despise their image.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thou shalt despise their image. Give me that Revelation 13:14. Put Caesar on the screen. Put Caesar on the screen and read that again, Yuri.
Revelation chapter 13.
Nope, 73.
Yes, sir.
And 20.
As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image.
Mm-hmm. So their image, Revelation 13:14.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 14. Come on. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Those miracles is science, their technology through creating the atom bomb, the hydrogen bomb. Go ahead.
Which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Which he had power to drop bombs. He dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He had power to do that in the sight of the beast. The beast was the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. That we put the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns up. This is the beast. You had Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Germany, Russia, and Britain. They were all around World War II. They was there. They saw that. 10 horns is Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Germany, United Kingdom, Italy, Greece, France, Denmark, and Ireland. They were all present during World War II when them bombs dropped. They saw. Read that again, Revelation 13:14. One more again.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
So the beast is that beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Go ahead.
Saying to them
what he said to them
that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast.
Pull up Solomon head. Solomon, S-U-L-L-M-A-N, Solomon head. That's the head right there. This was the image made famous during World War II, where all servicemen had that image in their pocket, in their wallet, in their hat. This is the image they took with them, saying, in God we trust. Read.
That they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword.
That was Rome. Rome fell in 193 AD.
And did live.
These are the sketches Leonardo da Vinci made of Caesar Borgia as the new Renaissance Jesus. Give me the book, Pillory. You got the cover. You got the cover of the book so they know where we got this. And you can still order this book online. After sundown, of course. It's in the Pillory. There's a cover. You don't got it? 1 second. Waiting on 19. Should all be together. So they made an image in honor of Rome, which was that white Jesus. That's the image made famous worldwide. Okay, so we just want to cover the book. It's called In the Pillory. Come on. Yep. This is In the Pillory, Tale of the Borgia Pope by John Bond. John Bond. It's on Amazon. You can all get it. And it's cheap right now. It's cheap. Go back inside the book. So in the book, zoom in at the bottom.
The original of this bust was found in the church of San Salvatore in Termis, now destroyed. It is an open secret that Caesar Borgia, the son of Pope Alexander, had posed for it.
You know what an open secret means? Open should mean everybody knows about it, but when they say open in these books, meaning white folks know about it. And you know white folks will be the first one, blacks and Latinos, dumb as a rock. They'll say, what you're saying that Jesus was based on Caesar Borgia, that white image, they'll say that's a lie. Because black people and Latinos are generally dumb and don't read and don't research. That's 9 out of 10 of them. But white folks, 9 out of 10 of them will read a book. And they'll know, but they are so filled with pride. They won't let the audience know that what you're saying is true. There was only one Edomite that we met named Rocky Stone that admitted what the elders were saying about Caesar Borgia was true. He went to the library and spent days and days in there, Esau, and found out it was true. Found out it was true. And he's the only white man they let speak on the mic. Gave him the mic and said, go ahead and tell him. And he said, you black people, you've been deceived. Everything these men are saying, he was talking about the 7 elders, is correct. That white Jesus you all bow and knee to and do that stupid sign of the cross, that's not the Jesus of the Bible. That man's name was Caesar Borgia. Yeah, go ahead.
You know what was so amazing about those times? When the elders would allow Rocky to come up and speak, Negroes would be in the audience, in the crowd, not paying attention. And the elders would have to say, hey, Negroes, I got a white man speaking here. Mm-hmm. Just to get their attention, because he be rolling it out. That's crazy, man.
Exactly. So we know what we're saying is the truth. Read on, Captain Yuri.
You back in the book.
You in Revelation 13, right? Oh, we're in the book. Next page in the book. Zoom in at the bottom. I'm sorry.
Bust of the Savior, posed for by Caesar Borgia.
Bust of the Savior, posed for by Caesar Borgia. So white folks read these books. It's blacks and Latinos. We don't like to read nothing. Only thing we want to hear is a rap song about twerking. That's all we care about. Smoking weed. But when it comes to knowledge, education, we could care less. This is why we stay on the bottom of all society. Read that again, Yuri.
I wonder what would happen if a member of PAM, Philip Anthony Mitchell's church, if one of their congregants walked into the church and brought that book in there and showed that to them. I wonder how they would deal with him. He said, Esau wrote the book, and he's telling you that the image that we have in our minds is false. And here's the book that says so. I wonder what would they do to him.
Mm-hmm. And when we read it out the Bible, like we're doing now in Revelation 13, they go, you're lying. You're eisegesing the scriptures. Private interpretation, you're all wrong. You're lying. Read that again, Captain Yuri.
Bust of the Savior, posed for by Caesar Borgia.
Now go back to Revelation 13 and 14.
And
now we didn't get this book until way after the elders already been teaching this. This book came out more recent time, within the last couple of years that we found it. Go ahead, read that, Revelation 13, 14.
Yes, sir. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Their technology of dropping bombs, go ahead.
Which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
The beast was the European powers. Go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth.
What they say?
That they should make an image to the beast.
We need an image in honor of the beast, that white man with 7 heads. In honor of America, which came out of Britain. We need an image. Go ahead.
Which had the wound by a sword.
Oh, I know. It has to come from Rome. That's the one that had a wound by the sword was Rome. The image must come from Rome. Go ahead.
And did live.
And it did live. How does it live? In their church system, their movies. They hire actors that look like Caesar Borgia and have them speak the words of the Bible. And you be crying. There's Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah, the kid's brain is fried. It is fried. Read on, Yuri.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
They gave that image the life of Christ. They don't tell you and me it's Caesar Borgia. They said that's not nobody called Caesar. That's Jesus. That's the life they gave to that image. Go ahead.
That the image of the beast should both speak.
In their movies, go ahead.
And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
You should be killed. And they did that especially when they were conquering. That's what they did. You don't want to worship our God, our white God? Death to you. That's what they did. That's what they are known for. Now, give me, was that it, Yuri?
Yes, sir.
So go back so we don't forget why we went there. We went there because of Psalm 73 and 20. Yeah.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 20. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image.
Thou wilt despise their image. That image is their image of Caesar Borgia. He represents all Edom. That image of fake Jesus, that fake image of Jesus represents all Edom. The prophecy is when God awakes, meaning when he starts intervening, okay, because he ain't sleeping, he's watching everything, but he's being quiet. He will make an entrance, a grand entrance. Now, why is the class called Edom's Achilles heel? You may be wondering, I don't understand the title of the class. Well, let's look up Achilles heel. IT. Can you lower it so we can see all the images? Okay, this is a demigod, as they call him, demigod, named Achilles. Raise it up, let's read it.
Achilles was the greatest Greek warrior of the Trojan War, known for his strength, courage, and a single vulnerability, his heel.
He was only vulnerable in his heel. You could not kill him by stabbing him with an arrow in the chest or back or stomach. That didn't work. You had to get his heel to take him down, to overthrow him, to conquer him. Read that again, his heel.
Achilles was the greatest Greek warrior of the Trojan War, known for his strength, courage, and a single vulnerability.
He only had one weakness. That's that single vulnerability. Go ahead.
His heel.
His heel was his single vulnerability. Go ahead.
Which gave rise to the term Achilles' heel.
Yeah, Achilles' heel. That's his kryptonite. Go ahead.
The son of the sea nymph Thetis and King Peleus. He was made nearly invulnerable by his mother dipping him in the river Styx, but she held him by his heel, leaving it untouched. His story, central to Homer's Iliad, details his rage, withdrawal from battle, and eventual return to slay the Trojan prince Hector before being killed by an arrow to his heel.
Now, if you saw the movie Trojan, starring Brad Pitt, Troy, I'm sorry, thank you, Troy, find Troy. If you didn't see the movie, put it on the screen, Troy. Yeah, put one of the images up. Just put the whole thing on the screen, IT. You take forever. Just put the whole, thank you. So this is the movie published in 2004, starring Brad Pitt. He plays Achilles. And like we just read, he had that one weakness in his heel. Other than that, you could not kill him. So now, Esau has an Achilles heel. Let's start up with Daniel, chapter 2. Let's start there. Actually, you know where I want to start? I want to start with Genesis 25. How about I just start there? I'll start there first, so you understand it's going to flow in order. Genesis 25, start at verse 21.
Genesis chapter 25 and verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren.
She couldn't get pregnant. They tried and tried and tried. She was barren. Go ahead.
And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
So finally, she got pregnant. Go ahead.
And the children struggled together within her.
Notice it says children. That's more than one. Struggled together in her stomach, in her womb. Go ahead.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
If I'm blessed from God, why am I having trouble in my belly? Go ahead.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
She said, let me ask God about this thing. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto her,
what he said.
2 nations are in thy womb.
So he says to Rebekah, this is the origin of 2 nations. This is the beginning of 2 nations. Go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manner means 2 different types. 2 manner means 2 different types. 2 manner, 2 types. Go ahead.
And the one shall be stronger than the other.
Able to endure great hardships. Strong as hell mentally and physically. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder is destined to serve the younger. That's a prophecy. Go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Twins. Now we know that those twins were not identical because of what we read above it. In what verse was it? 23? Two manner of people. Okay? So go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red.
Now the first came out red. The first of these boys came out red. Go ahead.
All over.
All over.
Like an hairy garment.
Like a hairy garment. Go ahead.
And they called his name Esau.
And that first boy, that red boy, because he's not white. There is no white man on the earth. That's just something they forced us to call him. So we've grown accustomed through time by calling him white man. But white, when you look it up, means pure and holy. They're not pure devil. And they sure ain't holy. Okay, so the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment. Come on.
And after that came his brother out.
You forgot, and it called his name. You didn't. Come on,
yes,
read
sir.
again.
And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
So his name was called Esau. That means wasted away. Wasted away. It don't mean hairy. Seir is hair. People go, oh, Esau means hairy. No, that's Seir, S-E-I-R. Where he dwelt in Mount Seir, that means hair. Because the mountains was like hairs, straight hairs, steep. Right. Go ahead.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob.
His name was called Jacob. He took hold on Esau's heel. But notice they didn't give the color of Jacob at all. Now, we want to highlight when he took hold on Esau's heel. Hence the class, Edom's Achilles heel. Go ahead.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Come on.
And the boys grew. And Esau was a cunning hunter.
So this man, Esau, grew up. He was a cunning hunter. Go ahead.
A man of the field.
Man of the field.
And Jacob was a plain man.
Jacob was plain.
Dwelling in tents.
Come on.
And Isaac loved Esau.
Isaac loved Esau.
Because he did eat of his venison.
Because he hunted his food and he ate of his own venison. Go ahead.
But Rebekah loved Jacob.
But Rebekah loved Jacob because of the prophecy. She understood. Go ahead.
And Jacob sowed pottage. And Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
What pottage? You mean this pottage that I'm cooking right here? Yeah, that red pottage. Well, it got raw meat in it. It ain't done yet, but I want that. I like that. That morsel of meat is uncooked. You ever notice how he likes his meat when he orders? Rare. Sometimes they eat that steak tata, where it's raw, just nasty. They eat that thing. Go ahead.
With that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Edom means red, R-E-D. So Esau means wasted away. Esau, wasted away. Seir, S-E-I-R, means hair. Edom means red. So Esau was called Esau and Edom in the Bible. You have Idumea, you come across that, write that down. Greek and Roman name for Edom. Idumea, Idumean. Okay? Go to the first book I gave you. Oh, you put that on the screen. Put that on the screen.
Idumea, pertaining to Edom. Greek and Roman name for Edom.
That's right. So, remember what it said in verse 25 again? Read 25 again.
And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
Now go to Genesis 3:15. Remember, Jacob took hold on Esau's heel. Remember the prophecy in Genesis 3:15. In the garden, before they got kicked out. Watch this.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and
God said, I will put hatred between what?
Thee and the woman.
Between thee, talking about Cain's people, and the woman. Talking about her descendants that will come through her. Go ahead, which is Israel. Go ahead.
And between thy seed.
And between thy seed, Satan's seed. See, Satan got seed on this earth. Okay? Remember, here in Genesis 3:15, Cain wasn't born yet. Genesis 3:15, Cain was not born yet. So the seed of Satan was Cain. Hold on, wait a minute. Watch this. Read.
Between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head,
It shall bruise thy head. Our head is Christ.
and thou shalt bruise his heel.
And thou, talking to the woman, shall bruise his heel. Talking about through her seed. Her seed. Get Genesis chapter 4 and verse 6 and 7.
Genesis chapter 4 and verse 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
So the Lord is saying to Cain, if you obey me, won't you be accepted by me? Go ahead.
And if thou doest not well,
And if you decide to break my commandments,
sin lieth at the door.
watch this.
And unto thee
That thee there is Satan. And unto thee
shall be his desire,
shall be Cain's desire. Go ahead.
and thou shalt rule over him.
And thou shalt rule over him. Cain, Satan would be Cain's God. Satan would be Cain's father. Now watch this, Genesis 5. I'm getting somewhere, just bear with me.
Genesis.
Start at 3.
Yes, sir. Genesis chapter 5 and verse 3.
Let's go.
And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth.
Wait a minute. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with Genesis 5 and 3? Remember, Abel was killed already, right? Why doesn't it ever say Cain was in Adam's image? Get Genesis 1:26. I'm going to show you something.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26.
Come on.
And God said, Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle.
So we know Adam was made in the image of God. So Adam, the black man, was made in the image of God. Now, then Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel. Why? Because God told Cain, if you do well, won't I accept you? But if you choose not to obey me, sin lieth at the door, and Satan shall rule over you. And unto you, Satan shall be Cain's desire. Remember that, right? Everybody with me? Genesis 5 and 3 again.
And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth.
What about Cain? I thought everybody was in the image of God. No. Cain was not in the image of God. 1 John 3. See, I'm mixing things in my head. 1 John 3 and 10. Y'all pay attention. We went over this before. Some of you got it. Some of you just lost. Whose image is Cain in? Read.
1 John chapter 3, verse 10. In this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil.
So you got the children of God on the planet, and you got the children of the devil on the planet. Go ahead.
Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loveth not his brother.
Come on.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another.
Go ahead.
Not as Cain,
Not as Cain.
who was of that wicked one.
Wait. I thought Cain was of Adam. I thought Cain was of Adam. It says no. Cain is not of Adam. Seth was of Adam. Cain was of who, brothers? Satan. That's what we read in Genesis, was it 4? That's what we read it again, verse 12.
Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil.
Here's another precept. 2 Thessalonians. Chapter 2. Let me hear verse 9.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. Meaning Satan is his father. Now you know Cain's line died during the flood. But everybody comes back. Everybody, all spirits return. Cain and Abel came back. Jacob and Esau. Cain came back as Esau. Abel came back as Jacob. Okay? Maybe Seth, or maybe that'll be a better way to say it. Seth came back as Seth. Now, so go back. Go on back to Genesis 3:15.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed,
Satan's seed,
and her seed.
Her seed is Israel. Go ahead.
It shall bruise thy head.
It shall bruise thy head. Christ, remember, smite the shepherd, the sheep shall scatter. Go ahead.
And thou shalt bruise his heel.
Now that's what we want to touch on. Thou, Christ, shall bruise his heel. From there, give me, watch this, give me, bear with me a second, Daniel 2. And we're going to start at verse 31, I believe it is. Pay attention.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee.
Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. I'm sorry. Read it again. IT, they're not putting anything on the screen. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee. And the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold.
This image's head was of fine gold. Go ahead.
His breast and his arms of silver. His belly and his thighs of brass.
So now the arms of silver represent Persia Media. And read that next one. And what?
His belly and his thighs of brass. His legs of iron.
Wait. I want the brass. Read again.
Yes, sir. And his belly and his thighs of brass.
Go ahead.
His legs of iron. His feet, part of iron and part of clay.
What verse you at?
Verse 33.
Go ahead.
Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay.
So that's Rome. So you see it struck him on the feet, right? That's that Achilles heel. Go ahead.
And break them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay,
the
brass,
the
silver, and the gold broken to pieces together.
Remove the lower third so we can see the bottom of this picture. So you have Babylon, Persia Media, Greece, Rome. The feet is America and NATO. 1776 all the way up to today. We are in this last empire, which is the fourth empire. This is still a continuation of Rome. The party ain't over. So this is where we're at. What verse you at?
In verse 35.
Go ahead.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors.
That's right.
And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain. And filled the whole earth.
Go ahead.
This is the dream. And we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou.
Now we get into the interpretation of it. Go ahead.
Thou, O king, art the king of kings. For the God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven hath he given into thine hand, and hath made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold.
So that head of gold represents Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonian Empire. Go ahead.
And after thee shall arise another kingdom, inferior to thee.
Inferior to Babylon.
And another, third kingdom.
So that another kingdom inferior to thee, that's Persia Media. That's the silver. Remember, after Babylon came Persia Media. Go ahead.
And another, third kingdom of brass.
So the third kingdom of brass. Was that the whole verse?
Which shall bear rule over all the earth.
That's what I wanted. Brass, the brass empire, which shall bear rule over all the earth. Go to 1 Maccabees 1. Bear rule over all the earth. 1 Maccabees chapter 1 and 1.
1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 1.
What does it mean that this empire, which is the Greeks, would bear rule over all the earth? Right?
And it happened After that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, has smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Right. So out of Macedonia, you had Philip, and he had a son called Alexander, the son of Philip. Go ahead. So Alexander became the first over Greece. He was the one that united those Europeans all together, all them Edomite nations together. Go ahead.
And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth.
See that? And slew the kings of the earth. Watch this.
And went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him.
So that's what Daniel meant. Remember what it said in Daniel? What was that year? You remember what you was at?
Yes,
that
sir. Verse 39.
Read that verse again.
And after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth.
See, this third kingdom, which is brass, shall bear rule over all the earth. Go back to 1 Maccabees 1. What verse was you at?
Verse 3. And went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him.
Go ahead.
Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
So Alexander, this is the beginning of white supremacy in the earth. This is the beginning of white power in the earth. They destroyed all the dark nations. Go ahead.
And he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributaries unto him.
Everybody had to pay Alexander and the Greeks tribute. Go ahead.
And after these things, he fell sick.
He got sick because of syphilis. Go ahead.
And perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them, while he was yet alive.
That's right. While he was yet alive. Go ahead.
So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
So you had Ptolemy, Lysimachus, Seleucus, and Cassander. Those four generals. There was others, but those were the four mightiest. And they started to slaughter the other generals. You had another general called Antigonus. They slaughtered him and took his land. So Ptolemy took Egypt. Seleucus had Syria. Cassander had Macedonia. Lysimachus had Thrace, Asia Minor. That's how the empire was divided up. What verse you at, Yuri?
We're in verse 8.
Go ahead.
And his servants bare rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years.
What happened?
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
And evils were multiplied in the earth. Give me that first book, Chronology of Ancient Nations. Read there, Captain Yuri.
The Chronology of Ancient Nations, written in 1879.
Written in 1879. Let's go inside. They give a genealogy. Start there.
That Alexander was the son of Philip is a fact, too evident to be concealed. His pedigree is stated by the most celebrated genealogists in this way.
And what they do in his genealogy, they insert Greek gods, Greek and Roman gods, so that they can seem more important than they are. But read, start with the names highlighted.
Philip, Hermes, Meton, Rome, Yunnan, Japheth, Rumiah, Byzantium, Theophil, Rome, Alisphar, Eliphaz, Esau, Isaac, Abraham.
Do y'all see that right there? So they know Philip and Macedonia and them comes from Esau. Raise it up. Get the bottom. Highlights on the bottom left. No, we read that all right, right? Give me the next book, The Rise of Christendom.
The Rise of Christendom, written in 1890.
Let's go inside.
In the land of Rum and of the Maghreb was a great empire, that of the Ionians or Greeks. King Philip was a descendant of Esau, son of Isaac.
So the scholars know that Philip the Macedonian descended from Esau, son of Isaac. So Alexander was what? Esau. He was an Edomite. All the scholars know that. They're in the know. It's just black people. We don't know. We don't have a clue of what's going on out here. So let's go back to Daniel chapter 2. And what verse did you leave off on?
We read verse 39. We're in verse 40.
All right. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 2, verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be as be strong as iron. For as much
And the
as
fourth kingdom is Rome. Write that down. The fourth kingdom is Rome. Go ahead.
For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall
Remember
be...
what Christ said? A house or nation divided against itself cannot stand. So that goes for down here in this last empire. It says it's divided. You see that on the news. They're divided. Read again. What verse you at?
Verse 41.
Read again.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron.
Referring to their military. America has one of the greatest and most powerful militaries on the planet. So they do have that iron still with them. Go ahead.
For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the miry clay.
Now, he didn't break down the clay as yet, but he's going to. Go ahead.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron.
Now, the toes and feet, the toes go with the EU and NATO. That's the Europeans. It's the same thing in Revelation 17 where it talks about the 7 heads and 10 horns. So you got the 10 toes. It's talking about the same thing. Yuri, again, what verse you at, 42?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong.
Partly strong militarily.
And partly broken.
And partly broken. That's the clay. Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay.
Now he's going to break down the miry clay.
They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
That's the miry clay. All nations here, that melting pot is the miry clay. Why is it called clay? You can't have all nations mixed together because each nation looks out for their own nation's interests. Everybody understand that? Except, you know why you're having trouble with that? Because black people don't. We're the only race that does not want to look out for its own best interest. We'll look out for the Chinese, the Japanese, the Palestinians. We look out for anybody else. But when it comes to our own people, just have a job. Take a job. You know, the Japanese got reparations for World War II. Japanese, so-called fake Jews, they got reparations for World War II. What did black people get? A boot in the butt and told, shut the F up. That's what they did. To hell with you. What verse you at, Yuri?
Verse 43.
Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
So that miry clay is the seed of men. Different nations are here. Go ahead.
But they shall not cleave one to another.
And it says it's not going to cleave one to another. There will be no unity of all nations here. That's why it said it's divided. Go ahead.
Even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
You see the beginning of verse 44? And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. We're living in the days of these kings. So what does it mean? Shall set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. This right here, what y'all see, this is the beginning of God's kingdom. This is the beginning of God's kingdom. And that's why when people ask me, what's the difference between the Israelites and Black Panther Party or SNCC or NOI, this, what we're teaching, is never going to be destroyed. There's no stopping this. You might kill millions of us, but this truth going to continue. This truth going to continue.
And your faith should be increased because what Bishop just said and what we're going over is literally in the Bible. We're actually reading where we are. So that should solidify your faith straight up.
Exactly. Exactly. Yuri, what verse you at?
Verse 44.
Go ahead again.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
That means other races ain't ruling in the kingdom of heaven. What about the other nations? Oh, they're going to be there. But they ain't ruling a damn thing. They're not ruling nothing. They're going to be our servants, our slaves. That's what the Bible say. Read again, you with the whole verse.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
You think you can't stop this. Go ahead.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
And when you bring this out, you know, black people get offended. But that's what the Bible says. The kingdom shall not be left to other people, meaning other races. Go ahead.
But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
So we're consuming them with the word of God. But watch this, 45.
For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces.
So we want to know who this stone is. Get that in Ephesians 2:20. What is this stone talking about? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 20. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone.
Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone. The leader. That means he's the king. Go back to Daniel 2 and 45.
For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands.
Without hands, meaning without man's hands. Go ahead.
And that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold. The great God hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure.
So Christ is coming to destroy these empires. Everybody see that right there? And where's the stone going to hit? It tells you, what verse was that we read earlier? Verse 35.
Verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
So that great mountain is God's kingdom being established. It's going to smite this statue on their heel, on the feet, the end of this empire. Everybody with me right there? Now, we are going to go from there. Bear with me, bear with me. Let's go to the next book, Modern Judaism. Read that, Yuri.
Modern Judaism, or a brief account of the opinion, traditions, rites, and ceremonies of the Jews in modern times. By John Allen, written in 1830.
Hey, IT, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have the dictionary? You should have had it maybe from last week's class. I sent you definitions from a dictionary. And it talked about Titus. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Elisha? Okay. I just want to know if you have that dictionary where it gives a breakdown of Rome. It's a dictionary. Okay. Might be last Sabbath class, maybe. I just can't remember. That ain't it. It's a dictionary. Y'all bear with me a second. I'm trying to see if IT got it. It should say something like Williams Dictionary or something like that. All right. Let me see. Bear with me a sec. Y'all don't have it, IT? As soon as you see it, it's a dictionary. And it's going to say something dictionary on it. Bear with me. I'm looking. No, I can't find it right now. It ain't last Sabbath class. I just looked. It's not there. All right. Anyway, it's okay. Go back to the other book. Go back to the other book. Yeah, read that, Captain Yuri.
Yes, sir. Modern Judaism by John Allen, written in 1830.
This is 1830. Where were we in 1830? Slavery. Let's go to page 231.
Esau's descendants are the subjects of extensive traditions in which the rabbis, with an effrontery at which we should wonder in any other men, have set at defiance all authentic history and accurate chronology.
So these scholars want to change history. But now watch with this one scholar. He's going to break it down for us. Go ahead.
First, that the descendants of Esau, the sworn enemies of the descendants of Jacob, even to the end of the world.
For how long?
Even unto the end of the world.
Even to the end of the world. Esau would be dominating. Go ahead.
were at first a small nation,
So Esau was at first a small nation.
inhabiting Mount Seir
And Mount Seir means what, brothers? Hair. Go ahead.
and the adjacent country, contiguous to the land of Canaan.
That's right.
That they were easily confined within their own limits as long as the Israelites enjoyed a great and formidable empire in Canaan. But that after the powerful republic of the 12 tribes were destroyed by the Assyrians and Babylonians, they wonderfully increased in numbers.
So the Edomites wonderfully increased in numbers
and strength, extended their dominion towards the west.
So they extended their dominion toward the west. Go ahead.
Spread their colonies far and wide.
Where?
Subjugated Italy.
So Esau took over Italy.
Founded Rome.
They founded Rome.
And the Roman Empire.
So this scholar knows that the Roman Empire were Edomites. Everybody see that? Read on.
At length, entirely overturned the Jewish state, which had been restored after the termination of the Babylonian captivity. The second temple being destroyed by Titus Vespasian. And that in the present day, professing the religion of Jesus of Nazareth.
So that was in 325 under Constantine. They said, oh, we're the Christians now. That's what they did. They said, we're the Roman Catholic Church. Go ahead.
Which they were the first of all nations to embrace.
Go ahead.
They hold the dominion over all Europe.
See that? Esau holds the dominion over all Europe. So don't tell us Europe are not the Edomites. It's telling you right there. Go ahead.
Esau detaining in captivity.
Esau detaining in captivity
his brother Jacob.
So Esau has his brother Jacob in captivity, the scholar says. Go ahead.
At least as far as regards the tribe of Judah.
So that's the American blacks. Go ahead.
Till his Messiah ben David shall appear.
Till the Messiah, Jesus the Christ, that's what it means, son of David, shall appear. Go ahead.
Secondly, that the prophecies of the prophets against Esau, Edom, Seir, and the cities of Edom.
Go ahead.
Especially those of Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Obadiah, have not yet received their full accomplishment.
Now, did y'all find it yet? You got it? Can you put it on the screen? This is the dictionary I was talking about. We coming back to that book, though. Yes. Read that.
Dr. William Smith's Dictionary of the Bible.
When was that published?
1890.
1890. So let's go inside the book. Let me look. You can read that.
The book of Obadiah is a favorite study of the modern Jews. It is here especially that they read the future fate of their own nation and of the Christians.
So they read Obadiah and realize they're reading about themselves. Go ahead.
And of the Christians. Those unversed in their literature may wonder where the Christians are found in the book of Obadiah. But it is a fixed principle of rabbinical interpretation that by Edomites is prophetically meant Christians, and that by Edom is meant Rome. Thus, Kimchi on Obadiah lays it down that all the prophets have said about the destruction of Edom in the last times has reference to Rome.
Raise it up. Watch this part here. Pay attention to this. Kimchi
on Joel chapter 3 verse 19 says that Julius Caesar was an Idumean.
Julius Caesar was an Idumean. That's an Edomite. Go ahead.
Scalger reports the Jews, both those who are comparatively ancient and those who are modern, believe that Titus was an Edomite.
Titus that destroyed Jerusalem was an Edomite. Go ahead.
And when the prophets denounce Edom, they frequently refer it to Titus.
So they know that Julius Caesar, Vespasian, and his son Titus were Edomites. Everybody see that? So we ain't making nothing up. We got sources on top of sources, top of sources. Go back. Yeah, you can get a little hand for that. Okay, back to this other book.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Especially those of Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Obadiah have not yet received their full accomplishment.
Meaning those prophecies have not been fully come through in them 3 books he's saying. Go ahead.
For that though the house of Esau has experienced some particular judgments of God,
like World War I, World War II,
on account of the injuries at different periods of time inflicted upon Israel, yet the final vengeance on account of that last and greatest injury, the destruction of the second temple by Titus, and the transportation of the Jews into captivity.
So now we know that Titus was an Idumean. This was Titus. He became Caesar. Go ahead.
Into captivity, in which they are still most opprobriously detained.
So the Jews, which is us, are still most opprobriously detained. Go ahead.
Is yet impending over it to be executed in the time of the Messiah.
So we ain't getting free until Messiah returns. That's what this book is saying. Go ahead.
That this is foretold by the prophets in all their denunciations of the severest plagues against the house of Esau, the cities of Edom and Mount Seir, which all belong to Rome and the Christians.
Go ahead.
And that the fate of Christians at that time will be far more dreadful than that of Mohammedans. Abarbanel particularly says the slaughter of the Turks in the future battle will not be so great as that of the Christians. And for many of the Turks will escape, according to Isaiah 66, verse 19. But of the Christians, Obadiah says, there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Boom.
So that's telling you. That's, hey. So when you have Christian commentary trying to say that Esau and the Edomites are done away with, as if the book of Obadiah is already passed, this right here is showing you that they lying. The Edomites are still here waiting on their judgment.
That's right. That's right. 2 Ezra 6 and 7.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7.
Come on.
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Meaning, when shall the end come? Go ahead.
Or when shall be the end of the first?
The first.
And the beginning of it that followeth.
Go ahead.
And he said unto me.
He's going to break it down. Time. What's going to happen? Go ahead.
From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Which goes back to Genesis 25:26 that we read earlier. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world.
So that represents Esau shall be the end of the world. So when you hear Israelites say, no, the last ruler is Japheth, they are stupid as hell. These Israelites that say Japheth is ruling now, that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says Esau is the end of the world. That's what Genesis 25 verse 26 was talking about, revealed. Read that again.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right.
The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand.
Meaning all the other nations is between Jacob and Esau. All the other nations, they're like, what's the word? Extras in a movie. The star is Jacob, the co-stars Esau. In the middle are extras. Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, Arabs, they're extras. Read that verse again.
The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Of the question, Ezra, asked thou not.
Daniel 7. Daniel 7. Let's start at verse 1.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 1.
Come on.
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters.
So it said, see how this said Daniel wrote the dream? A lot of times y'all have dreams, y'all just let them go. Write them down. Because you know, as you wake up, you start to forget certain tidbits about the dream. But Daniel wrote it down. Go ahead.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea, and four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
Meaning different one from the other. Watch this.
The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings.
So the first beast he sees was like a lion and had eagle's wings. Go ahead.
I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked.
Meaning it plucked the Assyrian Empire because they conquered that. They plucked it. Go ahead.
And it was lifted up from the earth.
And Babylon was lifted up from the earth.
And made stand upon the feet as a man.
As a man, go ahead.
And a man's heart was given to it.
Meaning wisdom was given unto it. Go ahead. Was that it?
Yes. Verse 4, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear.
Then he says, and behold, another beast, a second like unto a bear. Go ahead.
And it raised up itself on one side.
Meaning the Persians rose up greater than the Medes. Persia became greater than the Medes because it was a dual empire. Read that again.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear. And it raised up itself on one side. And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
Those three ribs, Isaiah 45:14, to explain the 3 ribs. The 3 ribs. Read 1 and then jump down to verse 14.
Yes, sir. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus.
Because God chose Cyrus, the Persian, to release the Israelites. Was that the whole verse?
Whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him. And I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the 2 lead gates, and the gate shall not be shut.
Jump down to verse 14. What did Cyrus do? What happened?
Verse 14.
What did Persia do? Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt.
That's one empire.
And merchandise of Ethiopia.
That's the second rib.
And of the Sabians.
That's Somalia. That's the third rib. Go ahead.
Men of stature.
Men of stature, meaning tall. Go ahead.
Shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee. In chains they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God.
So when the Spirit, the Most High told Cyrus, release my people from captivity, I'm going to make you a ruler over many nations. So when we go back to Daniel 7, and that was verse 5 again.
Yes, sir. And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
Meaning conquer. Go ahead.
After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard.
Another like a leopard.
Which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl.
4 militaries. 4 not empires, but militaries. Go ahead.
The beast had also 4 heads.
That's Lysimachus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and Seleucus. Those 4 generals of Alexander. That's the 4. Go ahead.
And dominion was given to it.
And dominion was given to the Greeks. That's the Greek Empire. Go ahead.
After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
So notice it doesn't give you the animal symbol, like Babylon was the eagle, Persia Media was the bear, Greeks was the leopard. This one is not mentioned. You got to go to 2nd Esdras 12. 2nd Esdras 12, let's start at verse 10. 2nd Esdras 12 and 10.
2nd Esdras chapter 12 and verse 10.
Watch this, pay close attention.
And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision.
Watch this.
The eagle.
The eagle.
Whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel.
Whoa, go ahead.
But it was not expounded unto him. Therefore, now I declare it unto thee.
So now Esdras revealed. That's why it says precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. If you don't read the Bible that way, you're going to be confused. So now we went to a precept that explained the animal symbol Daniel did not see was the eagle. It was only shown to Esdras. Now when we go back to Daniel 7 and 7 again.
After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth.
So this is Rome. Go ahead.
It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
When it said they stamped the residue with the feet of it, you know when you stomp on somebody so hard, you can see your boot print on their face? What did they stamp on us? Philosophies, their doctrines. That's what they stamped on us. This is why we wholeheartedly believe Sunday, the days of the week, we believe all the foolishness the white man has told us. That's them stomping on us. Read that part again.
It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it.
So Rome didn't play. Go ahead.
And it had 10 horns.
So those 10 horns are the same 10 horns we read about in Revelation, what we call NATO today. Go ahead.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
So there was another little horn. Do you got the next one, IT? IT, the next one? You don't have it? Let me see. Just bear with me. I don't think I sent it to you. That's what I was wondering. Y'all just bear with me a second. Talk else up. Say something.
There was like, as we was going through the scriptures, it has the animal symbols of the kingdoms. And then when it got to the last one in the Bible, meaning in Daniel, it did not record the animal symbol. You had to go to 2nd Esdras. But Esau put out a picture to make up the last one because he know that it was the eagle, but he said, but black folks don't read. So he put that. Could they find it real quick, Bishop? Look for that particular image where they lied on the last one. This was to throw people off because they know that fourth one is the eagle. But they said, but black folks ain't, the black Christians, they don't know nothing about this. So they put this up here to throw them. Look at this. Look at this here. They got the rest of the three right, but that last one, look at that mess. What the hell is that? That ain't in no Cujo. That is not in the scriptures at all. But so-called black Christians will go through this and sit up there in their dumb churches and be talking about something. No, we don't know who that fourth kingdom is. It's got some kind of symbol like this here.
Right. So go back to Daniel 7 and 8. I sent it to y'all. Daniel 7 and 8.
Yes, sir. I considered the horns.
I considered the horns, the 10 horns.
And behold, there came up among them another little horn.
This another little horn is America. America came out of Britain. Go ahead.
Another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up.
So they plucked up the French-American War, Britain, the War of Independence, and Spain, Spanish-American War. Those are the 3 they plucked up. America plucked up to make itself the United States of America. Read that again, verse 8.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man.
Eyes like the eyes of man, meaning great vision. When you have eyes like man, it says you have vision. Remember, who created the airplane? That's this American white man. Who went to the moon? That's this American white man. All these phones and stuff we got, the technology, that's this American white man. He shared the visions he had with his European brothers. He ain't sharing with Africa. He ain't sharing with Puerto Rico. He don't give a damn about us. But he said, let me share it with my European buddies. That's what they did. Okay, give me Ephesians.
There's a little more.
Oh, there's more? Come on, man. Read then. I don't know what's going on.
Were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
And a mouth speaking great things. They blaspheme the Lord. They're the ones that said, we're going to make an airplane. And if there is a God, he's a white man. That's what this white man has done. A mouth speaking great things. They changed the laws of God. Read that in verse 25.
Verse 25.
Still talking about this beast, this one here.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Right, speak great words against the Most High. Go ahead.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
They wear us out in slavery. Go ahead.
And think to change times and laws.
Think to change times, daylight savings time. Think to change times like the year begins in a dead of winter. Right. Think to change times and laws. Like what? Same-sex laws. Okay, you can marry, if it feels good, do it. That's laws. The Sabbath day, we want to make it from the seventh day to the first day of the week. Go ahead.
And they shall be given into his hand.
The Israelites shall be given into this man's hands.
Until a time. And times.
Time is 1. Times is 2.
And the dividing of time.
So that's 3.5, meaning 350 years. That's what that means. Ephesians 6 and 12. Ephesians 6 and 12.
Ephesians.
Let me look at it first. Let me look. Yeah, start at 12.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. Come on. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
This ain't a physical fight. No matter who, this is why we don't say that, what's his name? What's your president's name? Trump is the last guy. Don't say that. No, because when he goes, somebody else going to take his seat. And that spirit's going to jump on him. Like when they got rid of Fauci, they got a new guy to take Fauci's spot. Read that again, verse 12.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
Against principalities.
Against powers.
Against powers.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Meaning governments. Governments. There's a hierarchy amongst governments. America's at the top of the pinnacle, followed by Britain and France and Germany. It's a hierarchy amongst the nation. Read verse 12 again.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
The rulers of the darkness, that means they're governments of this world. Go ahead.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Give me the next definition. Deep state, yeah. Zoom in. This is what it's going into when it talk about, it's saying the flesh and blood thing you can fight. There's things and elements in this system you have no idea. Read this.
While the terms deep state and shadow government are often used interchangeably in political discourse to describe unauthorized, unelected networks operating within a government, they possess slightly different connotations and origins.
Slightly different, slightly. You were busy looking at Trump. There's people behind the scenes controlling Trump. You were busy looking at Obama and mad with his politics when it wasn't his politics. There's people behind the scenes telling him what to do and what not to do. President is just a manager, a figurehead. Read.
Deep state, originally referring to a state within a state. In Turkey, the Derin Devlet. This term typically refers to entrenched career bureaucrats, intelligence agencies, CIA/FBI, and military officials who may work to maintain their own agendas.
Right. You ever wonder, our president only, he stays there for what, 4 years? 4 terms, you get 4 terms, right? Okay, 1 term is 4 years. So he gets that term. You ever wonder how he can run a country with 850 bases worldwide and know exactly what's going on? Impossible. You need people that have been there from the beginning. That's what this is talking about. CIA, FBI, military officials who may work to maintain their own agendas. That helps the president look good. They're the ones telling him what to do, what not to do. Go here, go there, go everywhere. There's a system of generals behind him, including CIA, including FBI. Read on.
Regardless of the elected leadership's policies, it often highlights...
Your vote don't change a damn thing. Well, if we only had voted for Kamala Harris, none of this stuff would be going on. Are you kidding me? Are you that stupid after 400 years? There are people behind the scenes saying you're going to institute this law. You are going to bring ICE. And ain't no, I'm not doing that. No, oh, you're going to do it.
When you sit down in that chair and you feel that electricity go up your behind, them people from behind the curtain are going to be like, listen, I know what you told the people out there, but here, boom, these are your instructions. This is what you're going to do.
Exactly. Like the Heritage Foundation, that book that you can see it online, it tells you what Trump's going to institute and all that. Trump didn't write that book. Those are people behind the scenes that wrote that for him. Read on, Yuri.
It often highlights a sometimes permanent, unelected administrative state.
Read!
Shadow government. This term often implies a more organized, conspiratorial, or invisible group that supposedly holds the real power, controlling the official, visible government from behind the scenes.
I'll give you an example, because you saw it in the news. Trump said, I'm going to take Canada. And there was the white man, I forgot his name, but he runs the electric grid. He said, if Trump touches Canada, I'll shut the electricity all on the northeastern board. He said, it'll be lights out. So then Trump had to back off and said, shit, Trump ain't running nothing. You got these people, and now you would have never heard of this guy, except they interviewed him because they knew he ran the electric grid throughout the country. Trump said, oh, shoot, I can't do that. I can't mess with him then. There's a lot more than that one guy. It's a lot more. Read on, Yuri.
Intersection. Both terms are used, particularly by conservatives in the U.S. context, to allege that a network of officials and corporate interests are conspiring to undermine elected leadership. Interchangeability. While not strictly identical in definition, in popular, especially partisan rhetoric, they are frequent.
Partisan rhetoric is so that, oh, we got a bipartisan government. You got the Democrats and the Republicans. It's all BS. All BS. They all two horns on the same beast. Go ahead.
They are frequently.
Or I'll give you another example. Good cop, bad cop. They both have the same agenda, to arrest you. One job is, I'm going to be real nice to you. I'm going to get you cigarettes, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever, as long as you talk to me. But that might not work. You might need the bad cop. He going to curse you out, curse your mama out, and everything. You might be scared of him and tell him what he wants to know. That's your bipartisan. That's your Republicans and Democrats. The agenda is the same, to arrest you, to lock you up, to overthrow your footsteps. Yuri?
They are frequently used interchangeably to refer to the same perceived, often conspiratorial, other government. Ultimately, both terms are considered by many to be part of broader conspiracy theories, though they can also be used to describe the influence of the military-industrial complex or the administrative state.
Give me Daniel 8. Do I want Daniel 8? Yeah, might as well. Oh, IT, you got to... Y'all some talk. I forgot. I got to give IT something. Because I didn't send it to you. Let me look.
Well, as y'all can see, the Most High has got the whole scene set up. No getting out of it. Everything is going to go according to God's prophecies. Okay? And church ain't teaching our people anything but lies. Okay? Ain't teaching them nothing but lies. You got it, Bishop?
No. Almost. It's downloading to IT. Get this? It's still downloading. It's little short clips. Oh, shout out to Officer Matthias in our Seattle camp who put these little clips together for me. Thank you so much. All right, IT, did you get them? All right. Daniel, Yuri, Daniel chapter 8 and verse 23.
Daniel chapter 8.
Wait, let me look at it before I say something. Let me look. Is it Daniel 8? What I want. Daniel 8. And I want we are going to start at verse 19.
Daniel chapter 8 and verse 19. And he said, Behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation. For at the time appointed, the end shall be.
Go ahead.
The ram which thou sawest, having two horns, are the kings of Media and Persia.
Because he saw a vision of a ram and a goat going at it. He said the ram represents Persia and Media. Go ahead.
And the rough goat is the king of Grecia.
He said, and he saw a rough goat, IT. He saw a goat. Go ahead.
And the rough goat is the king of Grecia. And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
That's Alexander the Greek that we read about in 1 Maccabees 1 and 1. Go ahead.
Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it.
So 4 stood up for it, meaning the 4 generals. Go ahead.
4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power.
Not in Alexander's power. Alexander the Great had united Europeans, all white folks. His 4 generals was not like they was at each other's throat. So they didn't have the same cult of personality or charisma as Alexander had. Go ahead.
And in the latter time.
Now it goes, and in the latter times, that's this time we're in now.
Of their kingdom. When the transgressors are come to the full.
Watch this.
A king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences.
They know there's groups amongst them that know who the 12 tribes are. They know what's going to happen. I'm going to give an example. Get Revelation 12:12, I think it is. It says he knows the time. Revelation 12 and verse 12.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12.
Pay attention to this.
Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens.
Meaning the sovereign countries, the sovereign nations. America is the free world. They call it a sovereign country. France, Germany, Britain, those are sovereign countries. Read it again.
Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Their people are the ones that dwell in them. Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
That's the other nations.
And of the sea.
That's the islands like Jamaica and Haiti. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Y'all see that? How does he know? He's examining the scriptures and examining the 12 tribes of Israel. What is their level of engagement when it comes to understanding? They can base their timeline based on us. This is why YouTube says, let's keep them up some more. Because back in the day, they shut us down for a year. No Israelite videos was on YouTube. Somebody said, we don't know what they're doing. Hey, you got to let them Israelites get back on there. We are running blind in the dark. So they allowed all the Israelites back on. Okay, that's what they did. So go back now to Daniel 8.
Verse 23.
So it says the devil shall come down to you having great wrath. You see what Israel's doing over there with the Palestinians? You see what Trump has ICE doing? Oh, it's going to get worse. The party ain't over. It will get worse. So you can play games, and some of you say you could be a single mama all you want. Have fun. But the rest of us, prepare yourselves. Just prepare. Come on. Daniel 8:23.
And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power.
You see what it says? His power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. Get Revelation 13:2. I believe it is.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
He had elements of the Greeks.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
This kingdom here has elements of Persia Media in it. Go ahead.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
This kingdom has elements of ancient Babylon in it.
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
That's what I wanted right there. That dragon there is Satan. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. This man don't work on his own. He's dealing with spirits. This is why you wonder. China makes firecrackers. Esau goes to visit China, and a spirit said to Esau, hey, you see the little firecrackers they got? Put a whole bunch together, you can make a bomb. That's what they did. A spirit came to Esau and said, hey, if you put some of that same gunpowder, as you call it now, in a bullet, in a metal casing, and put enough force to hit it and spark up a little fire, you can shoot a piece of metal all the way back there and kill your enemies at a distance. It was a spirit that said, you know what? You can create a propulsion unit to go to the moon.
Yeah, without even being up there.
Without ever being up there. I'm going to show you the suit, how to make the suit so you can breathe up there, because it's very similar to the ocean. Really? And people go, how did the white man figure all this stuff out? Satan. Can you say Satan? That's what we just read. The dragon gave him his power. Go back. Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
That part in the verse where it said that when their transgressors have come to the full, right? Y'all with me? And then we read in Revelation, and it says, for the devil has come down onto you because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Mm-hmm. How in the world will everybody know that the transgressors of this kingdom has come to the full? The churches ain't bringing out the transgressions. I'm showing you the reason. I'm showing you that they are looking here. Mm-hmm. Because we're the ones that's bringing out the transgressions. If you go to church, church is making you think that things is paradise.
Right.
Everything is all right. None of the transgressions of this system is being brought out in these churches. So they said we got to watch them Israelites. Mm-hmm. Going back to your point earlier, Bishop, they got to watch those Israelites because they're the ones that's got that Bible, and our timetable on how long we're going to rule is according to what they're bringing out. They're the ones that's really measuring the transgressions of what we're doing because nobody else is doing it. So they got their eyes here. That's my point.
That's right. 100%. Read verse 24 again.
Verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power.
Yes, Satan gave him his power and authority and seat. Go ahead.
And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
Now, there's a whole lot there. Remember, it said the devil, knowing he has a short time, shall come down with great wrath. It says he shall destroy wonderfully. This white man. You see what's going on. You're seeing an inkling, but it's only going to escalate. And it says, and shall prosper and practice and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. That's us. The party ain't over. They had not finished with the 12 tribes yet. Go ahead.
And through his policy.
And through his policy, his politics. Go ahead.
Also, he shall cause craft to prosper.
He shall cause craft to prosper.
In his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall destroy many.
You know, Trump has what's called the peace board now. And he charges nations $1 billion to sit on that board of peace. Can you look up peace board? And might have some images there. Board of peace or peace board. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, put it on the screen. Can y'all put something on the screen? Thank you. Read that, Yuri. You got to lower it so we can read it. Thank you.
U.S. plans inaugural meeting of Trump's Board of Peace as questions remain over group's mandate.
Yeah, Board of Peace. Good.
The Trump administration is planning its first meeting of the Board of Peace this month in Washington, according to a U.S. official and a diplomat from an invited country, as the multinational organization tasked with resolving global conflicts face lingering questions about its broader mission. The U.S. sent invites for the February 19th event on Friday, according to an invitation seen by CNN. It is slated to be held at the U.S. Institute of Peace, which President Donald Trump has renamed after himself. The board, chaired by Trump, was originally pitched as a limited body, tasked with overseeing the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip, which was devastated by the Israel-Hamas war.
You see what? Now you know why he didn't stop Netanyahu from bombing them. Go ahead.
However, according to the charter draft, its mission has since expanded to tackle conflicts the world over. The draft, which was sent along with the invitations to join, does not even reference Gaza. The U.S. official said the meeting is intended in part to be a fundraiser, but stressed that details are still being worked out. CNN has reached out to the White House for comment. The gathering, first reported by Axios, would be the first time the group has assembled since a signing ceremony at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland last month. Around 24 countries have signed on to the Board of Peace. The group has been met with skepticism about its mandate and questions about whether it is seeking to supplant the United Nations.
Is it planning to supplant the United Nations? You know the United Nations has no power. Only over dark nations. But Europe don't listen to the United Nations at all. Why would they listen to it? You got Jamaica. You got Haiti. You got who's going to listen to them and listen? Listen, we're not listening to these guys. You got all the African ones who have no power. And you think Britain or France or Israel's going to go, yeah, I'm going to listen to these third world countries. That's not happening. It ain't happening. I know in your little crazy mind, y'all at home, you think, yeah, they're supposed to listen. They're not listening. Nothing is fair in this thing.
You know what people don't realize?
Only Negroes are that stupid.
Absolutely. You know what's amazing about when you try to do some examination of what the United Nations is supposed to represent? It's supposed to be a world court where they're supposed to be resolving wrongs that countries are doing to other countries. And it's basically a world court. That's what they're trying to say. Mm-hmm. But if you notice that the building itself is on stolen property.
Right.
How in the world could you talk about justice and judgment about other countries doing this to that, and the damn territory that the building is sitting on is stolen? And the people that the people who this land belongs to, they have no seat nowhere in the building at all. People are that damn dumb in Christianity and this educational system. They can't even figure that out.
They are that dumb. Yes, they are. Where's the Native American Indian seat? They don't have one. And you think they're going to bring forth judgment and justice. You're crazy. Anyway, I don't see it in this article, but it cost the nations $1 billion to be a part of that. $1 billion. Do y'all see it? It's not on the screen, so I don't know what IT's doing. It's not on there? All right. So from there, did you finish that, Yuri, in Daniel 8?
No, sir.
All right, go ahead. What verse you at?
Verse 25.
Go ahead.
And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
See that? And by peace shall destroy many. Get that in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, I think it is. Thank you. Thessalonians.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you found it? Put it on the screen. Read that.
In January 2026, the Trump administration proposed a board of peace to oversee global conflicts and Gaza reconstruction, requiring nations to pay a $1 billion fee for a permanent invited seat.
Y'all see that? $1 billion. Go ahead.
The board initially focused on Gaza, functions as a private alternative to the UN.
You see that? This is going to be an alternative to the UN. Y'all got to see what's going on in the world. Y'all keep playing games in your silly little churches.
Hey, read down when he said leaders and members founding. Read
Leaders,
that.
Right.
Read that.
leadership, and members. Founding members include Jared Kushner,
Amalek,
Secretary of State Marco Rubio,
supporting Amalek,
Steve Witkoff,
Amalek,
and Tony Blair.
Amalek.
Over 20 countries, including Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, have been invited or indicated interest.
This right there is going to be, they're going to use that to continue taking land. That's what they're going to use this for.
Yeah.
Because remember, when Amalek was killing all these Palestinians in Gaza, there was a lot of complaint against them in the UN. The only reason they didn't stop because America never vetoed them, right? So now they come up with this. They try to say Trump is over it. No. They're going to run it. So guess what? When they start killing people, taking land, you got nowhere to run to complain about them. Mm-hmm. Because they run this. So you think Egypt is going to have power? You think Saudi Arabia is going to have power? They're not going to have no power. Some African country is going to be in there. There is no power. They run everything.
Trump is a diversion. Trump is the one. Trump is not doing this. This is, when I say Trump is not doing this, the powers behind him is putting all of this stuff out there. Mm-hmm. Trump is just a figurehead to divert people's attention, thinking that it's about Trump. If Trump wasn't there, it'll still be going on. That's my point.
Yep. Exactly.
Everything that's happening is happening because of that shadow government, what we know is what we call the shadow government. They're the ones that's running this whole thing, this UN, peace, all that stuff. Trump is just a figurehead that you can point and say, oh, it's him. No.
You read that, Yuri?
1 Thessalonians chapter...
Yeah, read that.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And they shall not escape. So peace and safety reminds me of that board of peace. They shall not go back to Daniel 8:25.
Daniel chapter 8 verse 25. And through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
And by peace shall destroy many. Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes. That's Christ. Go ahead.
But he shall be broken without hand.
That's what we read in Daniel 2:40 to 44. That's what we read. It's saying the same thing here. This last empire. That's what it is. This extension of ancient Rome is going to fall. The great stone shall smash the heel. For Esau is the end of the world. Was that it? Yuri?
Bro, that was verse 25.
All right, go back. Go to Psalms 19 and 1.
Psalms chapter 19 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
So everything you read about in Genesis chapter 1, you can see the handiwork of the Most High God. Go ahead.
Day unto day uttereth speech.
Day unto day uttereth speech. God's speech. The speech of the Bible, the teachings of the Bible. Go ahead.
And night unto night showeth knowledge.
And night unto night showeth knowledge. So you might think the speech and the knowledge is talking about things from the sun, moon, and the stars. No, it's the teachers, you brothers, out teaching day by day, night by night. It's going to prove itself. Watch.
There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Here it comes.
Their line is going out through all the earth.
What does that mean? Their line of teaching is going out through all the earth. Go ahead.
And their words.
And their words.
To the end of the world.
To the end of the world. Go ahead.
In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun.
Now, how do we know that that's talking about teaching? Get Romans 10:18. Here's the proof. Paul broke it down for us, so we don't got to do guesswork.
Romans chapter 10, verse 18. Let's go. But I say, have they not heard?
Have they not heard?
Yes, verily. Their sound went into all the earth.
See, their sound went throughout all the earth.
And their words.
And their words.
Unto the ends of the world.
Start at 17. Start at 17.
Verse 17.
No, start at 16.
Verse 16.
No. Start at 14. I like 14.
Yes, sir. Verse 14. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
How can our people call on the Lord on whom they have not heard or believed? Go ahead.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
And how can they believe except somebody, they've heard it. They've not heard it. Go ahead.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
You need a preacher to hear this gospel. Go ahead.
And how shall they preach?
How shall they preach? Meaning, how shall they prophesy?
Except they be sent.
Except they be sent. Go ahead.
As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
See that? That's why we tell you, brothers, be prepared. Prepare yourself to be sent.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah saith, Lord, who hath believed our report?
Who hath believed our report? Meaning, who hath believed our report of teaching the Bible? Go ahead. Because the report is the Bible. That's what it's talking about, the scriptures. So the prophets are preaching the report. Who have believed it? Go ahead.
So then, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
Go ahead.
But I say,
that's how you increase faith. New brothers, new sisters, you're often asked, how do I increase my faith? Verse 17 says it again. Read again.
So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
You must consistently addict yourself to the hearing of the gospel. Hear the teachings over and over and over. Because however old you are, that's how many years of brainwashing you must undo. I'm going to say it again. However old you are, calculate it. That's how many years of brainwashing you must undo. Coming here once a week, don't undo it. It must be a daily listening of the word. We tell y'all 4 chapters a day, read. But it's actually more than that. Read that again.
So then, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
They don't need to look at me, IT. Go ahead.
But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily their sound went into all the earth.
So Paul's quoting Psalms 19. So their sound is their sounds of teaching. And whose sound is going throughout all the earth? IUIC. And we give all praises to the Lord for favoring us. Those doctrines of have sex with as many women as you can, have babies everywhere and don't take care of them, that's not the teaching that's going throughout all the earth. Those groups talking about we can rape women and have concubines, that teaching's not going throughout all the earth. The teaching about John the Baptist as a wicked Israelite, that garbage teaching is not going throughout all the earth. That teaching, we're not under the new covenant, we're under the old covenant of animal sacrifice, that teaching is not going throughout all the earth. Read that verse again, Yuri.
But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
And their words unto the ends of the world. Y'all see that right there? Let's go back to Psalms 19 again, and verse 4.
Psalm chapter 19 and verse 4. Come on. Their line is going out through all the earth.
So wait, now we know back to verse 2. Let's go down from 2.
Verse 2. Day unto day uttereth speech.
Now we know that speech is the teachers. Go ahead.
And night unto night showeth knowledge.
Night unto night showeth knowledge that the teachers are bringing out through the Holy Bible. Go ahead.
There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
We are hearing the gospel being taught in all languages now. Go ahead.
Right. Their line is gone out through all the earth.
Meaning their line of teaching is gone out through all the earth, which is repentance for the 12 tribes of Israel in the name of our King, whom the world calls Jesus the Christ. Everybody got that? Read.
And their words to the end of the world.
And their words to the end of the world. Go ahead.
In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun.
In them have he set a tabernacle. Another word for tabernacle is sanctuaries for the sun. The sun represents wisdom, this word of God. That's why we try to have tabernacles or sanctuaries in every country or state we go to. Everybody understand that? Because we are fulfilling prophecy. Go ahead.
That's right. Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber.
You know, like when you're about to get married, you're all excited. That's how the teachers are teaching the word of God. That's what we don't want you boring. If you're boring, brother, sit yourself down. You just want to be seen on video, but you are boring. You're not like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. Yeah, you got to be a lively stone. Christ was a lively stone, that living stone. Read it again.
Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race.
You're like the teachers are like a strong man running the race. Boom, you're taking off. You're going to win this thing. Go ahead.
His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it.
That's Christ. Go ahead.
And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof.
There's nothing hid from the heat of God's word. Go ahead.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Now it's breaking it down what the speech is, what the language is, what the knowledge is. The law of the Lord is perfect. Go ahead.
Converting the soul.
You know, you got people always looking for problems in the Bible. How come in this chapter it says 8 and over here it says 18? The Bible says the law of the Lord is perfect. I don't care about how many animals. Solomon had 18 horses over here, and he is. Who gives a damn about that? It says the law of the Lord is perfect. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Don't make any images to bow down and worship. Don't use the name of the Lord in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Okay. What is the next one? Honor your father and mother, that your day may be long upon the land. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet. That's perfect. The hell is this? Read that again, verse 7.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
So the law of the Lord converts the soul. That's the only thing that can convert you. And if you are a simple brother, a simple sister, it says the testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. We come in this room, all of us are simple. We don't know a damn thing. We don't.
The statutes of the Lord are right.
The statutes of the Lord are right. Go ahead.
Rejoicing the heart.
Rejoicing the heart.
The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
Give me Job 5 and 11. Job 5 and 11.
Job chapter 5, verse 11.
Watch what's going to happen.
To set up on high those that be low.
The Lord is going to set up on high those that be low. That's us. We're low right now. But he said he's going to set us up on high. Go ahead.
That those which mourn may be exalted to safety.
Those that mourn, our people, shall be exalted to safety. Comfort. Go ahead.
He disappointed the devices.
Wait, hold on. Give me 1 Samuel 2 and 3. It goes with this. 1 Samuel 2 and 3.
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3. Come on. Talk no more, so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Meaning foolishness. The teaching, the wisdom of this world. That's the arrogancy, God. So don't let that come out of your mouth. Go ahead.
For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
He's a God of knowledge. Go ahead.
And by him,
by the Lord,
actions are weighed.
He's going to judge all of us based on our actions. Not your thoughts. Control your thoughts, though. But he's going to judge you on what you do. Go ahead.
The bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumbled are girded with strength.
Come on.
They that were full have hired out themselves for bread, and they that were hungry ceased, so that the barren hath borne 7, and she that hath many children is waxed feeble.
Watch this.
The Lord killeth
The Lord is the one that kills.
and maketh alive.
It's the Lord that makes alive. Go ahead.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
Go ahead.
The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich.
The Lord's the one that does that. Go ahead.
He bringeth low and lifteth up.
That's what we were just reading about. We're being low, but we're going to be exalted. Go ahead.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust.
He raises up the poor out of the dust. That dust represents confusion, a low state of confusion. God said he's going to raise up the poor out of the dust, meaning poor in spirit, out of the dust. Go ahead.
And lifteth up the beggar.
We are the beggar. Where are we? Is our people not now begging for reparations? Give us money. I'm begging for reparations. That's the way it is. We're the beggars. I want Section 8. I want a job. I want this. Read that verse again.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
The dunghill is this low. Whatever, I don't care what kind of house you got. Compared to where we came from, it's a dunghill. A shithole. Yeah, that's what it is. Go ahead.
To set them among princes.
See that? To set them among princes. Go ahead.
And to make them inherit the throne of glory.
He's going to make us to inherit the throne of glory. Go ahead.
For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them.
Now go back to where you was at in Job 5:11.
Job chapter 5 verse 11. To set up on high those that be low.
That's you and me. Go ahead.
That those which mourn.
That's us.
May be exalted to safety.
We want to be exalted to safety. We want to get out of this cruel world. Go ahead.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty. The crafty is this white man. Job prophetically says God will disappoint him. Go ahead.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Hey, remember dollar bill, IT? Show me the back of the dollar bill. It said so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right there. New World Order at the bottom. New World, Novus Ordo, New World or New Order, Seclorum. New Order World, Seclorum. Annuit Coeptus. Give me the one. Our enterprise success. That's that. Annuit Coeptus. Our enterprise success. Go back. So that their hands cannot perform.
He taketh the wise in their own crafty. Verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Go back to that dollar bill again. I want you to see some. Notice the pyramid is not finished. It's not complete. It has the eye of Horus, or the eye of Ra, whichever it is, I forgot. But the pyramid is not complete. So they have not completed what they want to do. That's wipe us out. That's what they want to do. Go back, read it again, Yuri.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Mm-hmm. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
See that? He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Right?
And the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
So to be froward, meaning you're against God. To froward mind. Carried headlong, meaning you trip and fall and hit your head. You crack your head open, you die. Go ahead.
They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as in the night. Mm-hmm. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. Mm-hmm. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth.
So the poor has hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth, and then it stopped the sin. Go ahead.
Behold, happy is the man whom God corrected.
So we get corrected all the time. We might not be happy when we're going through it, but it says, behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Go ahead.
Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
Why? Get that in Romans 5. I think it is Romans 5 and 4, something like that. You know what I'm talking about, Captain?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Romans chapter 5, verse 3.
Now we're going there because it says, behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Go ahead.
And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
So there's a purpose behind tribulation. It works patience. Go ahead.
And patience, experience.
And patience teaches you experience. Go ahead.
And experience, hope.
And experience, Hope. Go ahead.
And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts.
What does that mean? We understand why God is allowing us to go through tribulation. He's teaching us something. While we're in it, we might not understand, but I'm trying to teach you a lesson here. Give me that in Hebrews 12:6.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
Whom the Lord loves, he chastises. This is why we go through things in our lives that we might not like at the moment. Go ahead.
And scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
And scourgeth every son whom he receives. So if you're in this truth, expect to get scourged. Expect to get beat. Go ahead.
If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons.
If you endure that chastisement, God is dealing with you like a son. Go ahead.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
Right.
But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
Now, nobody want to be a bastard, now do they? Going back.
Job chapter 5 and verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom God corrected. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
Come on.
For he maketh sore.
He maketh sore.
And bindeth up.
So when it says he makes sore, he made us sore. I'm going to show you something. Get that in, I think it's Isaiah 2. He maketh sore. Let me look at it first. Where it says we bruise from the top of our head. Isaiah 1.
Yes, sir.
Start at 4.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 4. Come on. Ah, sinful nation.
That's us, you and me.
A people laden with iniquity. A seed of evildoers. Children that are corrupters.
We're the corruptors.
They have forsaken the Lord.
Our people have forsaken the Lord.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward.
We've gone backwards from God's laws. Go ahead.
Why should you be stricken anymore?
God is saying, why should you be, I keep punishing you over and over. Why should you be stricken anymore? Go ahead.
Why should you be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick.
The whole head is sick.
And the whole heart faint.
Go ahead.
From the sole of the foot.
From the sole of the foot.
Even unto the head.
Even unto the head.
There is no soundness in it. But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment.
So in Isaiah 1, 4 through 6, he's talking about us in comparison with Job. Job represents the nation of Israel. Job was real, don't get me wrong. But his life represents us. Remember it said he lost everything, even his health, from the top of his head to the soles of his foot. That's what Isaiah 1, 4 through 6 is saying about the nation of Israel as a whole. Let's go back to Job 5.
Job chapter 5 and verse 18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole.
He will make us whole again. Go ahead.
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
He shall deliver us in 6 troubles. 6 troubles means 6 trump. Go ahead.
Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
What's that about? Revelation 11:15.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 15. And the 7th angel sounded.
Remember what we just read? It said, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Read again, Yuri.
And the 7th angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever.
That's what it's talking about. Going back to Job 5 and 19 again.
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
So by the 7th trump, there shall no evil touch us. It's going to be kingdom time. Go ahead.
In famine, he shall redeem thee from death.
So in famine, he said, I'm going to redeem you from death. Go ahead.
And in war, from the power of the sword.
I'm going to redeem you in war from the power of the sword. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue.
We're going to be hid because ain't nobody going to utter a word ever against the 12 tribes of Israel. You fix your lips to call us something that's off with your head. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
And he's telling us not to be afraid when destruction comes. Give me that Psalms 91. Don't be afraid when destruction comes, because he's telling you it is going to come. I know some of y'all don't believe that, because America, God bless the USA. Nothing could ever happen here. Psalms 91:1.
Psalms chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
The secret place of the Most High is the Bible. Write this down, Deuteronomy 29:29. Let's read it real quick, Yuri.
Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever.
That's right.
That we may do all the words of this law.
So it's talking about God's word. That's his secrets. Go back to Psalms.
Psalms chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him will I trust.
Watch this.
Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
So his law shall be thy shield and buckler. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
The arrow that flies by day. Y'all should already been there. As soon as I said Psalm 91 verse 1, you should already got it ready. This is the arrow that flieth by day. Read that part again.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Missiles. Go ahead.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Boom. The destruction is telling you the time. Noonday will be the destruction. Noonday will be the destruction. Go ahead.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand.
Can you imagine? I know you can't imagine. We can see little movies about it. But you see 10,000 fall at one side on your right hand, and 1,000 fall at your left. Go ahead.
But it shall not come nigh thee.
It won't come near you, the Bible says. Go ahead.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
We're going to see with our eyes the reward of the wicked. Go ahead.
Because thou hast made the Lord.
The only reason we're going to see that is because we made the Lord what?
Which is my refuge.
My refuge. Go ahead.
Even the Most High, thy habitation.
Go ahead.
There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
No plague. Go ahead. Now watch this.
For he shall give his angels charge.
The word for means because. Because he shall give his angels what?
Charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways.
Right. Go ahead.
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
What is that talking about? They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. When that destruction comes, go to Matthew 24. It's around verse 30.
Those images that you see on the screen is going into what we read just a minute ago. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Right.
Because you're going to be getting delivered while our enemies are being put to death.
That's right. Matthew 24, 31 is the point, but we started 30.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Go ahead.
And he shall send his angels.
This is the part here. And he shall send his angels.
With a great sound of a trumpet.
What are they going to do?
And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Now back to Psalms 91. So that's what this part means in verse 12. Go ahead.
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
There's going to be so much destruction, the angel's going to make sure we don't get hurt. Go ahead.
Lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder.
Those are the nations. Go ahead.
The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet.
We're going to trample these nations. Go ahead.
Because he hath set his love upon me.
Because the believers set his love upon me. Go ahead.
Therefore will I deliver him.
Therefore the Lord said, I will deliver him. Go ahead.
I will set him on high, because he hath known my name.
That's right. Go ahead.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble.
See that? I will be with him in trouble.
I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation.
And show him my salvation. Back to Job 5.
Job chapter 5 verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Why? Because the angels are going to protect those men and women, those brothers and sisters that are alive at that time. Go ahead.
At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
We're going to laugh at destruction and famine. We are going to laugh at that thing. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin.
And shalt not sin. Isaiah 60:21. Y'all see that? And shalt not sin. Isaiah 60 and 21.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous.
You see that? Our people shall be all righteous. Go ahead.
They shall inherit the land forever.
We shall inherit the land forever. Go ahead.
The branch of my planting.
We are the branch of God's planting.
The work of my hands, that I may be glorified.
Go ahead.
A little one shall become 1,000.
We're going to have a whole lot of children. Go ahead.
And a small one, a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
So he's going to make sure to bring back certain spirits through marriage and childbearing. Those certain spirits are going to come back real quick. Go back to Job.
Job chapter 5 verse 24. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin.
We won't sin. Go ahead.
Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth.
So we're going to grow up quick. Our children going to grow up quick. Go ahead.
Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age, like as a shock of corn cometh in its season. Lo, this, we have searched it, so it is. Hear it and know thou it for thy good.
So like a shock of corn comes back over and over, Israel's going to have a long, long life. That's why it calls it forever, eternal. Go from there, go to Isaiah 17. Isaiah 17 and 12.
Isaiah chapter 17 verse 12. Woe to the multitude of many people, which make a noise like the noise of the seas, and to the rushing of nations that make a rushing like the rushing of mighty waters.
Go ahead.
The nations shall rush like the rushing of many waters.
So the nations shall rush like the rushing of many waters. Many times you read precepts about great waters, and it's talking about nations. Go ahead.
But God shall rebuke them, and they shall flee far off, and shall be chased as the chaff of the mountains before the wind, and like a rolling thing before the whirlwind. And behold, at evening tide, trouble.
Behold, at evening tide, there shall be trouble.
And before the morning, he is not.
And before the morning, he is not. That's how quick the Lord going to do away with the wicked. Go ahead.
This is the portion of them that spoil us.
This is the reward of them that spoil us, that have robbed us. Go ahead.
And the lot of them that rob us.
Job 20. Job 20. We almost done. Job 20. Job 20. Let's start at verse 4.
Job chapter 20 verse 4.
Let's go.
Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short?
It seems like it's a long time, but the Bible says the triumphing of the wicked is a short time. Go ahead.
And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
The hypocrite, their joy is only for a moment. Go ahead.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Now, in case you didn't know who this wicked was, who this hypocrite was, though it says in verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, go ahead.
And his head reach unto the clouds.
So who's doing space travel? Who's flying planes? That's the white man. That's them that came up with that technology. Go ahead.
Yet He shall perish forever.
He shall perish forever.
Like his own dung.
Like his own S-H-I-T. Go ahead.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
So those of us that see this white man on this day, we're going to say, hey, where the white man? Where's Esau? Where is he? He's going to be gone like that. Go ahead.
He shall fly away as a dream.
He's going to be like a nightmare that you just wake up out of a bad dream. Go ahead.
And shall not be found.
He shall not be found.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
A vision of the night is a nightmare. He's going to be chased away like a nightmare. That's what God says right here. Go ahead.
The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
That's why I'm not worried about reparations. The Bible's already prophesied they're going to restore everything they took from us and more. Go ahead.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth from the time of Cain. Sure, you could go back to 1776, but I want to go in this class before that, all the way back to Cain, what he did. Go ahead.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth.
Wickedness is sweet in this white man's mouth. Go ahead.
Though he hide it under his tongue.
You saw what they just did with y'all President Obama and Michelle got him as monkeys and the lion that whatever that's a weeba bop, a weeba bop, a weeba. I don't know that song. Anyway, they got your favorite president, Obama and Michelle as monkeys. Read that again.
Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
And he's so proud, he said, I'm not even going to apologize. And guess what? Even if he did, don't believe their apologies. Never believe their apology because they're lying. Go ahead.
Though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth.
See that part? Verse 13 is heavy. It's talking about his wickedness. Though he spare it. You know what? When he spared his wickedness? The past 60 years. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll tell you what I mean by that. We got our civil rights around 1965. We had from 1965 to now to get ourselves organized as the 12 tribes. But what did we do? We squandered it because the white man spared his wickedness. He said, I'm only going to spare it for 60 years. Now, your civil liberties and all that crap is going out the window now. Now he's mocking black people left and right. He don't give a damn. He said, take out that Black History crap. Get rid of Black History Month. I don't want it in federal buildings.
Y'all don't see that? Y'all don't see what's happening? That's why I said the Most High is allowing it to go down because we've been playing games. Now it's getting ready to get super serious.
So we had blacks on this. We had 61 years to prepare. We didn't prepare. Now the white man says, you know what? You had a chance. Now I'm going to show you who I really am. And he pulls the mask off, and he's the devil the Bible speaks of. He's showing you now. Read on.
Though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth.
Do you understand what they're saying? Though he spare his wickedness and forsake it not, it's still there. You thought he changed. That ain't what the Bible said. But keep it still within his mouth. Now Trump's coming out. He said, listen, we're the devil. We're just going to be the devil. Shame on you. You didn't know that, who we was? Shame on you blacks. Go ahead.
Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asps within him.
Poison. His philosophies. Go ahead.
He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
That's what I'm not worried about him stealing stuff. Whatever he stole, he shall vomit it up again. Go ahead.
God shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him.
Go ahead.
He shall not
now pay close attention to verse 17. Go ahead.
He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Verse 17 is all about the kingdom. He ain't going to see it. Meaning he ain't ruling in it. He's going to be a servant there. And he ain't going to be happy. Read that verse again.
He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Go ahead.
That which he labored for shall he restore.
I ain't worried about reparation. It said everything he took from us, he shall restore it. Go ahead.
and shall not swallow it down.
He won't swallow it down.
According to his substance shall the restitution
You know
be.
another word for restitution is reparations. Restitutions is reparations. Read it again, Cap. Read the verse again.
That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
See that? He shall not rejoice. He ain't going to be happy about a damn thing. But we don't give a damn. We going to be happy. He ain't. Go ahead. That's right.
Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken.
Wait, it's telling you why. Verse 19 tells you why he shall not rejoice therein. Go ahead.
Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor.
He oppressed us and he forsook the poor. Go ahead, that's us. Go ahead.
Because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
He took away homes and houses that he himself did not build. You know Negroes built the White House? The hell is this? Go ahead.
Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
That's right.
There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Hey, give me all that next video. Watch what this East Indian man says. He tore this white woman up. I need y'all to listen to this. Pay close IT. Come on, put it on the screen.
It's interesting that you people from the United States, when you have so much muck behind your back, from the wiping out of the entire race of Native Americans, and you Europeans having wiped out almost more than half of world's population across from Australia in Africa to America, now just like, putting your neck deep into other people's history and also not being scientific about it, actually. For example, you said you estimated 15 temples or a dozen or something like that. Have you done a scientific survey, archaeological survey of every site possible which has already been dug out or not? And this is, can a genocidal, descendant of a genocidal people sit as a judge? Is that moral or fact? Yes, that nation stands on the dead bodies of Native Americans. What right does she have to come here and poke her nose into our history?
That's right.
Interesting that
everything he said was correct. She's come from a people of genocidal maniacs. And now they want to set up courts. What's right and what's wrong? You murdered millions of people. Are you kidding me?
You see that? You got to go overseas to get some common sense. That's the point that I was making about the UN. It's sitting over here talking about justice, and the people who the territory where the building is sitting on belong to the Native American Indians, and they're basically in the bathroom of their whole house.
That's right.
They can only live in a bathroom called reservations.
Right. Exactly. Yuri, where we at?
Verse 21.
We almost done. Go ahead.
Verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
So he ain't going to have nothing. Therefore, nobody's going to look for nothing that belongs to him because he stole everything he got. Go ahead.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
He's going to catch hell.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
See that? Every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. That's what Isaiah 13:13. What are you going to say?
Hey, Bishop, you know you got the ice, all that stuff. They're going to Gad on the quote-unquote reservations and asking them, where's your papers at?
Right. It's crazy.
Yes.
Yep.
You've seen that. I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's your papers to be here? And they were here before these devils even came up here.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly.
Meaning, when they shall say peace and safety,
God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
So read the verse again. Read it again.
When he is about to fill his belly.
Meaning, when he shall say peace and safety,
God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Then there shall be sudden destruction. That's what that's saying. Go ahead.
And shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
While he's eating, destruction's going to come. Go ahead.
He shall flee from the iron weapon.
What kind of iron weapon will he flee from? A missile. An intercontinental ballistic missile. That is the iron weapon The Bible is prophesying. Read it again.
He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
The bow of steel shall strike him through. Go ahead.
It is drawn.
It is drawn.
And cometh out of the body.
It comes out of the earth.
Yea, the glittering sword.
The glittering sword
cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
Terrors is going to be upon this white man. Go ahead.
All darkness shall be hid in his secret places.
All darkness shall be hid in the secret place. Whatever little bunker they try to get into, it ain't going to do them no good. Go ahead.
A fire not blown shall consume him.
What is a fire not blown? Nuclear fire. You ain't got to blow on that for it to spread. Go ahead.
It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Whoever is left in the good old USA, the Bible says it shall go ill with you. Whoever's left in his tabernacle. Go ahead.
The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
See that the earth is going to rise up against this white man. Go ahead.
The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
That's right.
This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God.
So with that, brothers, 12 tribes! 12 tribes! 12 tribes! And with that, we say shalom. All praise.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airways, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.